Welcome, everyone. We're here with Marilyn and me, Chad. We're going to be talking about Jonestown today, right, Marilyn?
That's right, Chad. Yes. Um, yeah, it's been many years and we're still talking about it. And, you know, a lot of focus is on when you think of it, you think about Kool-Aid, you think about, people losing their lives, but there's a lot of things to dive into with with the whole topic. So send us your questions. Chad and I both can both be starring questions and I can pull things up. My my eyes are a little blurry today, so bear
Right.
with me. But yeah, so hello everybody. Say hello to Sophia.
Yes. Good to see everyone.
Yeah.
I always forget that that's Sophia, that Mac.
Yeah, she wants to know how's the weather in the Chad's doing.
Um, how's the weather? Oh, two questions. Okay, the weather in Clearwater, Buffalo is probably in the 60s here, and the Chads are both doing good. Just drinking our morning coffee here.
Oh,
Hope
yes.
you're
I
doing
got
good,
mine too.
Sophia, and everyone's doing good. Yeah, definitely. These are perfect.
My
It's
second
11 o'clock. Oh, same here. Definitely second.
yep. So I got the
Yep.
suspects
Oh,
and you
cool.
turn it around if you're in a cracker
Oh,
flipping
nice. I didn't
mood.
realize it had a different thing. That's cool.
Mhm. It does.
Oh, wow. Julie's here. Hey, Julie.
Oh, I just starred her. She's a
Oh,
star.
nice. Okay.
Hello, lovely
Nice. Yeah, she
Julie.
is.
This was a little bit impromptu. We decided late last night, and I didn't wanna I know you need your beauty sleep, so I didn't wanna bother you with this, but
This is good
hey,
though, because
Don.
they've always
Hey,
been
Don.
interesting.
Sorry. I
Hey,
was
Don.
excited to see you, Don, so I, like, knocked my microphone over.
Hey,
I'm so excited to see everybody. This is
me too.
great. Hey, Xenu Nation. Hey, Linda P.
Nice.
Golan. And okay, when people are doing the weather report,
Oh,
um,
nice. Nice.
overcast in LA, 72 degrees. If I guess, no.
Not bad.
Yeah. Loving your series on the cult leaders toolbox. Thanks,
Me too.
Rebecca. Thank you. Yeah, it's it's been fun. It's kind of, I mean, funny calling it fun, but just interesting, It does takes a little bit of um, research, but it's been really interesting. Oh, here she is, Rev Girl. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Rev Girl.
Donuts. Donuts with our coffee. Yay. We can always count on you. Okay, how's the weather in Clearwater, Brazil? 64 and overcast in
64.
Clearwater, Brazil.
That's about the same here,
And
actually.
whoa, 87. I don't know what
That's
it
a
is
little
here. It's
hot.
probably in the 60s here. It's a little drizzly, not quite sunny yet. I've got this black curtain because if I open it, that, the plants are behind it, then it'll just be like this crazy, like, yeah, I'll look like a cult leader. I'll be like, "Ah," glowing. It's
That's
totally
funny.
backlit. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
If I miss anybody, it's just because I can't see. My eyes are a
Yeah,
little
and I can't
blurry.
respond on the keyboard either to everyone. But I see Ellie Mae. Welcome.
Ellie Mae, hello. Here on the surface of the sun, I mean Texas. That's funny.
Oh,
I'm trying to move my camera so I can see better.
yeah.
Hmm. Oh, beautiful here in Oregon. Well, thank you all for getting up with us and tuning in. I know it's 11 o'clock here in Clearwater, Vermont, and Clearwater, Florida, and Clearwater, New York.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's a good
goodness,
time. Wow,
110
110.
today.
I couldn't do it. Anything over 90 and I can't handle it very well.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed broken dishes. Hey,
Hey,
how
broken
are you? We
dishes.
haven't seen you in a while.
She popped in one of my streams last night, but other than that, yeah, it's been a bit.
Good morning from Martha in Indiana. Hello.
Nice.
Rev Girl. Scientology big on my social media pages this morning. Seems everyone is talking about Scientology secrets. It really is a huge subject of interest. That's
Yeah.
pretty much why we're all here. Although today we're going to talk about another cult. All right. Who else we
Absolutely.
got? Number 5 and letter A.
Nice.
Marilyn, hi. Loving your toolbox series. So glad you started a channel. Me too. You can thank Chad for that. Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to put that one about your husband. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, it's Chad's fault. You can blame Chad for that.
Yep. I'll take the
Now
blame.
he's
That's a
he's
good
created
thing.
a he's created a monster. I've got all kinds of I've
Yeah,
got all
people either
kinds of
love it or
things in the
hate it.
work.
That's great. Yeah,
Yeah, I got a
yeah,
lot of things in the works.
that's excellent.
Right. One with cats. Shelly or yeah, Shelly maybe.
Yeah, I
We are
think
out in
Shell,
the yard
yeah.
mowing, edging, weed eating, mowing, and sweating. Yeah,
Wow.
I should be doing that.
It's on ignore
All
over
right.
here.
Okay, Juliana. I haven't been watching Scientology these days. Took a break from the chatathon, and then yesterday, Colleen Ballinger dropped the worst apology video ever. So I'm stuck in that drama. All right,
Oh, wow.
we gotta check that out.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's about.
Hmm.
Wow.
Oh, I'm glad people are showing up. Thank you for coming, hanging
Absolutely.
out
There's a
with
lot of
us.
people here.
Yeah,
Hey, Don.
Herman. Yeah. Morning, Mini Chad. Don saying
Morning.
hello to little Chad.
Yep.
Little Chad's always early. I'm always
True.
barely on
It's
time.
okay.
All right. Rev Girl researching keto 4th of July menus. Looks like hosting this year. Nice. Can you make some keto donuts? And Broken Dishes saying research electrolytes. For those of you in the hot zones, you can Google DIY, I mean, electrolyte fluid replacements, a whole lot cheaper than buying Gatorade.
Oh,
That's
good tip.
That sounds interesting. Yeah. See if I miss anybody. Oh yeah, we did. Ellie Mae. Hello.
Maybe.
So it's a little bit early. So I thought Chad and I thought, well, maybe the UK people and California people, it's a little early for them, but we're not we're not stepping on any toes. There's not a lot of regular broadcasts at this time of day, so we tend to do
True.
what mid morning and late night.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you guys all think about Chad and his chatathon and up all night for the love of Mike and the video? I'd like to hear before we get into the serious stuff. I mean, that was serious business though too, the chatathon. But I'd like
Yeah.
to just thank Chad for having the brilliant idea and the fortitude to stick it out with all of us and encourage us. And I think it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, she says all that, which is, I guess, somewhat true, but Marilyn, Juliana, and Steve did most of the work behind the scenes there, so um,
Well,
definitely wouldn't have came together that well.
you're the front man, so you can just bark orders and sit and relax and
But
just be like, "I'm the man." No, I'm only kidding. You do
no,
not
I
do
know, but
that at
I
all.
know you're just joking, but I'm not going to take all the credit like a cult leader, like a Jim Jones or any of them. They're all the
See,
same.
yes,
You know what I mean?
that's right.
Because I mean, especially Julie, I would say she did a lot of work with those spreadsheets
She's
and
so
returning
organized.
emails. I mean, that wouldn't have happened if I
Yeah.
was, yeah,
Yes. It was just yeah, the whole she's the executive producer.
yep,
She's just the brains and the beauty behind the operation.
Absolutely, I
Oh,
agree.
Linda. BFG can't stop talking about it. I see. I told you,
That's
Chad,
great. I
because he had
know.
another. He's a very important person, so he had another broadcast while Claire and Mark and Amy and Matt were all on live last night. He had his own thing going on with Car Talk
that's,
and Bo.
that's funny.
But
I
yeah,
feel
they
like
talked about it.
not that I'm like obviously not that I'm a big shot, but it's like I still can't find the time to watch. I gotta watch it stream.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, it's not a bad thing. There's so many choices now. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll have to anybody who watches stuff, who wants to see it, just give us the timestamp. That might help. you know.
Yep.
Angela, hey girl, hey. Chatathon was so much fun. Yes, it was. And
It
I was so
was.
glad to meet you. I had a
Yep.
great time hanging out with you. And you have so much to offer. Love you, Julie.
Oh, you're welcome, Julie. You
Love you,
did a
love you, love
lot.
you, love you,
You
love
always do a lot.
you. Yep. Um oh, borderline what is here?
Hey,
Hey,
Simon.
I'm trying to find one of your things. Oh, and Angela says, it was lovely to meet everyone. Yeah, that was great. It was really great. And,
It was
Claire
nice to
was
see some
trying,
faces.
yeah, and Claire was trying to get on. She said she was struggling because she was in like in a hotel room or something, and she was trying to charge her laptop and get it on. She couldn't go online. Yeah, she said she was bummed, but she was watching when she figured it out. Borderline
That's
what?
cool.
Juliana was wonderful. She is always wonderful. And
Yep.
so are you, Borderline. I'm telling you, those clips that Steve-O did of everybody was just, oh my God, I was blatting. I went through a whole box of Kleenex. But Borderline, you just had such a just
Yep.
such a good presence, It's just, yeah, everybody was awesome. Oh, what's up? Well, I've been juggling. My husband's away for a couple days, so I've been juggling the puppy and the adult children that don't live in the house, but they're always like blowing up my phone. So I put them on mute, but I can still see if there's an emergency. So yeah, don't tell them. They're not that they watch me anyways. I'm not cool, but my puppy's been driving me crazy. So I bought him a new toy. It's like one of those rope toys, but it's a circle and it has like a flying squirrel stuck in the middle of it. And he's happy with that. And I gave him a bone. So hopefully he'll be fine for a couple hours.
Nice.
All right.
That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of newer people in the chat that I don't really recognize. That's great.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Saw that we made it to the big league. Yes, I know. Amy put our oh, I have a crush on Shauna too. She's awesome. Where is Shauna? She's probably resting. She needs a rest. She's uh OBG Foster. Hey Marilyn, have you crocheted a volcano yet? I actually have, and Mark has it. It's a part of
Wow.
a little I don't know if you call it a diorama. It's like a little volcano, maybe a few inches, and then it comes up and I've got like a little crocheted soul catcher. Like, is that mine?
I'll lower these. I thought I shut these down. Yeah. I think it might have been mine.
Oh,
That
it
one's
says
down.
Denver Stevo. I'm gonna get his ass on here. Oh, can I say ass? Did
Yeah,
I
yeah,
say a
you
bad
could.
word? Like a donkey.
No, no.
they say
I don't
they say
think that's
ass in the
bad.
Bible. Okay. I say that in the Bible.
It's all good.
Um,
Let's check
I'm
it.
gonna star some because I don't wanna miss
Oh,
anybody. Ooh,
okay, so we don't forget. Okay.
okay. Yeah. Ooh. This is hard to do. I can't
Yeah,
talk and chew
definitely.
gum and walk and all that. Uh, oh wow. Okay, got everything. Here we
It's
go.
cool.
Yeah. Sivo's probably working, but tell him to hop on if he wants. Um,
Yeah, it's
hey
fine.
Don, Marilyn, I found a video on a cult started in the 1970s, 80s. Not that we'll know. Want to cover it? Send it. I'll send it. Sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was thinking about this morning is that the first two of the cult leader toolbox videos I did were, I did like a story time and left breadcrumbs. And anyone who knows the story probably guessed who I was talking about pretty early in. But those were very well known cult leaders. And so I might have to change the format a little bit. I want to keep it under 10 minutes each one in that series because I can talk the hind end off mules, my dad used to say. But I want to just do it in little bites. And I was thinking taking different aspects and tactics that cults use and doing like a little bit of a montage of different cult leaders and how they use that certain thing. So I would like to I would like to call attention to small cults and obscure cults and cults that nobody's heard of because, like I said, I live in a town of 700 people and there's two cults, one 3 miles away and one about 4 miles away. Two
Wow.
cults in my town. So yeah, crazy, crazy shit. So there's a lot.
There's a lot more than I knew about too.
Hmm. Yeah, Brett. Hey, Brett. Love the
Hey,
segment
Brett.
about the chatathon on Claire and Amy's show yesterday. Yeah, I was like, "What? That's awesome." And everybody made it. Um, it was just a whole collaboration. We had great guests and Mark stayed. We thought if he did have time to pop in, we thought it maybe be 5 or 10 minutes, but he stayed for like over an hour, I think.
Yeah, it
And
was. It
and
was.
Mark
It was a
Fisher and
lengthy. Yeah,
Poe and yeah. And then we
it
had
couldn't have worked out better.
oh, it was great. It was great. And we had so many people that were jumping in from the chat. It was like a
Just so
party.
everyone knows, because we do have some new names. Like I said, I know all the regulars know about your channel, Marilyn, but for the new people, Marilyn does have a great new channel. It's called Marilyn Honing. Was it Coffee Crafts and Cults?
Coffee, cults, and crafts. So you think of
Okay, I
a
always get it
coffee
wrong.
cult, like let's also sit around drink coffee. Coffee, cults, and crafts. And it's all one word. If you want to look it up on YouTube, if you just type at sign coffee, cults, and crafts, all one word, that's the I don't know what you call it, the address. I don't know. Yeah, and my email
Okay, it
is
does come up pretty easy. Yeah.
yeah, my email
Oh
is
yeah, give me your
well,
email. Yep.
the first few days it didn't at all. I was like, I didn't exist.
Oh, okay. No, the
Yeah,
more videos you do and push out, the easier it'll be for people to get to it.
yeah,
I mean, that's what I found. So that's cool.
yeah. Mark was great.
Yep. Um,
Oh yeah. I'm just starring some comments.
just looking. Okay.
All right. We've got let's see, one with cats. Okay. Annie Kurtz. I'm just trying to shout out anybody that we haven't um oh,
Yeah,
this is a good
it's been a
question.
while.
Blah lame. Question. What were each of you guys' favorite hour from the 10-hour chatathon? Whoa. I can think of some highlights. What about you, Chad? I'll let you go first because I'm
I
always
mean,
long-winded.
it's tough to no, it's okay. It's tough to pick, but when the two marks were on, just they had so much chemistry, and I would say that was my favorite. We didn't plan it like that. Like I said, we gave Mark some of the, an open invitation, so it just kind of worked out great that he came on when Mark Fisher was on, and those guys were great. So that was my favorite. Yep.
Yeah.
How about you,
So
Marilyn?
what are some of the other highlights that stand out in your mind,
Oh, because it
Chad?
happened again. Because Doug, it wasn't planned on for Doug to come on that time, but it worked out great that he came on the same time as um, forgot her name. He came on the same time as Kelly, so that worked out well when two creators come out and collab like that.
Oh yeah, that was a
And
blast. And
yeah,
that was kind of a happy accident as what's his name? Bob Ross would say, the painter.
Yeah,
Happy
and
accident.
then of course I'm forgetting about Denver Steve-O's video. I mean, that was amazing. He does
Oh, yeah,
great
that's what
work.
I was gonna bring up. Um, yeah, there is the cutest video on Facebook on Coffee Cults and Crafts of the two little kids that say cancer at the end, and they're watching themselves on TV. They're sitting on their couch and they're watching themselves do it. And the little kid goes, "What the f-" He's laughing. It's
Wow,
classic. And the mom, Laura, is like, my little SP, what is it? What is the trouble source? Little potty mouth. Oh, it was too funny. Too
it
funny.
was great. Yeah, like I said, yeah, he does great work.
Sorry, you
So
got to keep
I did see
talking.
the yeah. So I don't know if you've seen it too, but so Denver did hit the 1,000 subs. So that's a great accomplishment. Congratulations,
Yay,
Denver Stevo.
congratulations. That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, I'm just Terry Ray. Hey girl. Hey lady, I should say.
Hey Terry,
Hey fellow chatters. I love that. I love that. Yeah, amazing.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
so the highlights basically the same as yours. I loved all the limericks that everybody was throwing out. We had probably, I don't know, probably 8, 10 limericks. Yeah, Doug was he's just a riot, and Kelly, oh my god, she just lights up the screen. And we just had so many. We had the poet, we had Mrs. J. Oh, she's just too funny.
Yep.
She's just so cheeky, and I just love her. And it was just fun hanging out with Steve Britton and Steven, and he's
Yeah.
just a riot. And Angela's so sweet. We had Kim D. High. I mean, I could go on and on and on. There's 10 uh oh, sorry, people are asking me questions.
Yeah. No worries.
um
No, it was great to see everyone
10
put
hours of content. Crazy.
faces to the
Yeah.
names. Yeah.
Yeah, Juliana, you are welcome to pop in. You can go in the
Absolutely.
background. Sorry, I would have texted you, but that's just too many steps. But that would be wonderful. You can do anything you want. Yep.
Yep. Like Marilyn
Anything
said,
you want.
we didn't plan this out long term.
No, we're just kind of, yeah, Chad's just like, if I say something kind of out loud to myself or to him, he's like, let's do it right now, or let's do it tomorrow, anytime. You're always game. You're always game. I love
Well,
it. I
when
love it.
you yeah no yeah definitely, and then when you did that first video on Jonestown, I don't think you realized that I knew that much about Jonestown too. So and
Yeah.
that I'm interested in it. So that was cool too.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's we say hi to everybody. Say hi to Miss Kim. Can't believe y'all made it without delirium. Well, I think we were all delirious the next day. And not for
Yeah.
nothing. You I mean, yeah, we were we were, on screen for 4 hours, but there were a lot of diehards that
Yep.
stayed up with us. And even I think it's pretty diehard to do any amount in the middle of the night like that. Congrats to
True.
Denver. Yes, congrats.
Yeah, that's great.
We are celebrating each other's wins.
Absolutely. That is
Mhm.
it is a big win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you're more than halfway there, Marilyn.
what's that?
You're more than
Oh,
halfway there.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I have about 550 subs. And um, one thing is a little bit of a bummer, though. I mean, that's exciting. I can't even believe it. But I was hoping to be able to start exploring merch ideas, which I still can. But because I had to make a new channel because I wanted to connect it to my new email address, which is coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com, I'm not eligible for Fourth Wall until my channel is 3 months old. So, I
Okay.
don't know, I might actually get 1,000 followers before I don't know what'll happen, but
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we'll
you
see.
probably will.
We'll see.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So, I'm just gonna look through, some of these
Yeah.
start comments, and then we can start talking about, um, the
Sounds good.
Jonestown. I caught some of the Chatathon live, but We watched the whole thing yesterday. Whoa! Talk
Nice. Wow.
about diehard troopers. That's amazing. Annie Kurtz, I see you know something called Jonestown. Have you heard of Process Church, COS, son of Sam Berkowitz? Just wondering.
I don't
No,
know.
Sam Berkowitz. That
Another
sounds
one of the
sort of
research, though,
familiar.
huh?
Yeah. Email us. We'd like to
Yep.
find out more about that. One cult per 350 people is not a healthy ratio. Yeah, you think? Amen to that. But my husband loves living here, and we're just, we're so used to it. It's like they kind of keep to themselves. They're not really a threat. Now that I've kind of deprogrammed all of my, not all of it, but a lot of the crazy paranoia, indoctrination, it's just like, whatever, if anybody comes out and wants help, I'm here, you know.
I
So
like the fact that I like the fact, Marilyn, that the cult you're in is shrinking and almost gone.
yes, yeah, it's kind of dying off. I mean, who knows when Marlene goes to the sweet by and by, um, she might have a few stragglers, just like I don't know if I say just like, but Marshall Applewhite still has a website, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, Marlene
That's the
doesn't
other
have a
one I'm
website,
interested.
but
Yep. Some.
yep. Oh, and this one, Linda, I definitely will do something about this because something on this cult because I am highly fascinated by this woman, and I know a lot of people uh, that were a lot like her. This is Gwen Shamblin would be a trip. Yes. Stay tuned for something on her. Absolutely. Gwen Shamblin
Yeah.
was a Pentecostal. She grew up, I think, Church of God, and went to school for diet for to be a dietitian. And she's the one that started the Way Down, where instead of focusing on portion control, nutrition, exercise, it's all like you pray and you cut your food in half and then you pray and God helps you not eat too much, which, hey, that's cool. That's all good, except for all of the abuses and control and um, um, ch- not, not treating children very well and some of them, losing their lives and things like that. Not good. Not
Yeah.
good. Uh, Dawn, Maryland, the cult is still active today. I'm not sure which cult we're
Is
talking about.
that
We talk about a lot of cults, so just let us know. So I'm in the Starred right now, so you can keep an eye out for that, Chatto,
okay? Okay.
because I
Sure.
can't see the live chat.
Yeah. I'll look. I'll just look at the
Um,
bottom. Yep.
Tatiana Makeup. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I'm sorry. Just joined. Yay! Welcome. Like you said, Chad, we're
Welcome.
seeing some new names
It's great. Yeah.
and Ellie Mae. I've been listening to the awesome moving chatathon. You're both fantastic, and thank you for your generosity and kindness. Well, thank you, and thanks to
Thanks, Ellie Mae.
Denver Stevo and Juliana and all the contributors and everybody who made it a success. I really hope that Mike feels the love.
Yep.
Yeah, fascinating story. Um, I'm not gonna unstar that one because I wanna. You're right, Angela.
Okay.
Hang out in the. Okay, Lolly. Do you guys ever hang out in the voice channels on the SPTV Discord server? I have like joined one of them. I'm not sure. I think it's Doug's, but I always forget to check it, and I haven't. Usually, like if they tag all, then I'll remember to check it because it'll say you have a special message, like someone tagged you, and it was like all. So I was like, oh, I thought I was so special, like somebody wanted to talk to me, and no. So I find it a little bit confusing, but it's just like I think I'm intimidated by things I don't understand, which is, I'm trying to get over that because that's not a very mature way. Okay. I don't understand Discord. Yeah.
I mean, I
So
agree with you guys. It is
I'm not
confusing.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, I know Facebook
It's
is
like
totally
if you.
antiquated, but
Yeah.
Terry, I have to put
School.
this up here. Yes. Yeah, I think this is a good thing to talk about for a minute. Or many minutes, but we'll just take a minute. Terry Ray, a rising tide lifts all ships, and that's the motto of the SPTV community. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I don't want to go into any detail, just so let's not, not that I'm not saying, oh, don't ever mention names, and not that I don't have the balls to mention names, but I just feel like that, it's not really doing anybody good to just be all this mudslinging and everything. If you have an issue, it's nice to be able to go to someone else, the person that's offended you, and try to work it out. If you can't and you really need to speak out, um, it's okay. I don't personally like to dwell on the negative, but if something, we're not going to stifle anybody, say you can't talk about something that bothers you, but don't make fun of people. Don't mudsling. Don't scream and yell at people. Don't
Yep.
use it to divide, and don't try to tell people that, that you basically have a right to destroy someone's character, because that's what OSA does. That's what David Miscavige does. So let's just be careful with that. And it's just it's a little bit funny when people say, I don't like drama, but, and then they just completely like destroy someone online. So let's all, try to get along. And if you have a specific thing that someone's done that you don't agree with, tell them. And if they don't listen, yeah, you can bring it out, but don't do it in a way that's just extremely divisive and immature. So that's my spiel about that. You have anything else
Yep.
to add to that, Chad?
No, I agree with you 100%.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just skipping over the Jonestown ones because we want to
Yeah.
get into
Yep.
that. Um,
That's
all
fine. Yeah.
right, I'm going to. Okay, we've got a super chat. Morning, all contributing towards more coffee. Yay! All
Thank
right,
you very much.
I'm so excited that you're. I'm so excited. I can't help it.
Yeah, this is
That's
great.
so cool. All right. Hmm.
Nice, relaxing morning.
Yeah. Terry Ray, regarding the chatathon, I will say, having walked in Goldie's shoes, trying to listen to the chat and post appropriate links is so much harder than you think. She's not given enough credit. Yep,
True.
absolutely. And all of you, thank
Yeah,
you,
all the mods. Yep.
Terry and Shauna
Yep.
Na and Julie and everybody else. There's quite a bit of them.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much
Yep.
for all you do. All you do. Okay. Um, I have a couple of questions about. Okay, we want to focus on on Jonestown at some point, but I'll run through some of these really quickly. What was your cult? What was your cult? Scientology. No, I am a never in Scientology, as well as also Chad and little Chad and Chaz and all
Yep.
of my family. I was brought up Pentecostal, evangelical, charismatic Christian, and it was a mainstream Assemblies of God church, which is actually the denomination that Jim Jones was at some point. But anyways, um, it was just a mainstream church. It wasn't. I wouldn't call it a cult, but it was very culty, I think. And when I was 20, I joined another church that was an offshoot of it. So it was like a sect of um, Pentecostal Christian. It became more of a what I would call a fundamental Pentecostal group than a charismatic and a happy. It got really dark, and they used the teachings of, I don't know if anyone or everyone has seen the Shiny Happy People, the documentary on the Duggars, and they do put a lot of focus on the child SA issue and things like blanket training and stuff like that. But we my cult followed the teachings of Bill Gothard, which is IBLP, and the also the child training book that I actually did a, not to put a plug, Chad, I'm just saying I did do a
No, no,
little
no,
book
no, no.
report.
Definitely do it. Yeah.
I did do a little book report on that. So if you go to my channel, Coffee Cults and Crafts, if you want to hear my whole story, there's a really good, two really good interviews that I'm not saying that I was good, but it was like a documentary style interview on Kelly Copter's channel. It's called Cults to Crochet. And then also we did a long form interview with Chado here and Poe on the Go on Poe's channel. And I think it's on Chad's channel too. So that was called More Than Meets the Eye. And it just has me in a picture with Xenu Mike. So yeah, so that was my call. It was called Door of Hope. And borderline, what? Question, did you have any idea you were in a cult, Marilyn? That's a good question. That's a good question. When I was in it, no, I didn't know. All I knew was that I couldn't take it anymore. And I think that in a lot of cases that I've seen is that people that are in cults, they usually, not usually, but a lot of times they leave because of the abuses before they really realize the indoctrination and that they were like in a mind control, high control, coercive control cult. So it took many years to, like, like the onion people, like Mark and Janice say, to peel the layers of the onion. And I started out by just looking online, of course. Thank goodness thanks Xenu for the internet in that case, right? So it took many years and of going on like ex-Jehovah's Witnesses groups and reading some books. And I'm not a big reader. I'll admit that. So internet's been good for me. Watching the Aftermath, the Fair Game podcast, the Going Clear, all that. It actually helped me because I could relate to a lot of it. And so, yeah, here I am 16 years later. I've only been speaking out for about a year. And it does take a while to realize how effed up that it was. But that's a great
Yep, and
question.
I
Thank
do
you.
want to mention again, just because we do have more new people in. So if anyone hasn't, Marilyn Honig does have a great YouTube channel. It's called Marilyn Honig. I always get the other part of it wrong. What is it?
I know. I don't know why I did that. Coffee, cults, and crafts.
No, it's catchy. I
I
love it. I
wanted to
just didn't want to
I wanted
brutalize
to
it.
just I wanted to include my three
No,
favorite
we do want
things.
everyone to know. We do want
These
everyone
are
to
a
know about
few
your
of
channel
my
though, because it is a
favorite
great channel.
things. The only reason Scientology didn't do blanket training is because they don't have blankets. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
TP, right? Yeah.
It's funny.
Rev Girl. I didn't know that. My cult was Scientology. I've been out for
Oh
decades.
wow.
Good for you. Now you're bringing the
We're glad you're out.
cookies and oh, here he is. Yay, I made
Hey, Denver.
it.
Congrats.
Claps and snaps and
Very good.
kisses to
Everyone, like I said,
you.
I think everyone pretty much knows
Loved
about
you
Denver.
too.
But for anyone that doesn't, go ahead and subscribe to Denver Stevo.
Yes.
He does the great. He's the one that does the great videos about the PIs and all that stuff. And he did the video about the best wishes to Mike.
Yep. Nice. Congrats on success of the
Oh,
chatathon. Looking forward to the next
thank
one.
you,
Woohoo!
thank you, Brett.
Thank you. It's amazing.
It
Yeah,
is
we're
amazing.
gonna have to rest up a little bit before that. And we got some
Yeah,
other things coming up. But yeah, that was a blast.
but yeah,
That was
as
a blast.
needed. Like if the aftermath needs it, we'll do it in a heartbeat.
Tatiana, I grew up in a Christian culty situation too, and now I've seen shiny happy people. I wonder how much my parents were influenced by Bill Gothard. Yeah, I don't know what your background is as far as what denomination or what teachings, but I will say that my husband calls IBLP, Bill Gothard, and the Pearls of that terrible trial training book. He calls them the smart bomb of fundamental Christianity, which means that Bill Gothard had these seminars and these teachings in 70s and 80s where he drew in ecumenical, like all different types of denominations and facets of Christianity, and then they got these quote tidbits of truth about umbrella of authority and all this oppressive BS, and then went out and back into so it's almost like they were like a virus, just went out and just started spreading all this stuff. And then the homeschooling curriculum they use and the disciplinary. Mike and Debbie Pearl that does To Train Up a Child.
Mm.
This book has sold hundreds of thousands of copies, and their books as a whole, they claim to have sold over 2 million copies. So
Wow.
it's all different denominations. It's fundamental Baptist, fundamental Pentecostals, fundamental everything. So, all right, let's get into Jonestown.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because
So
people,
go
like you
for
said,
it,
Marilyn,
Chad.
people only know about the end, how it. I'll just at least start. I don't know where you want to start, but I'll start with people
What?
only know about the bad side, which was terrible. 900 people. I don't know how to say the word, but it started out. It started out great. It started out as an experimental project in the middle. Well, when they went to, at least in the beginning, Jim believed, which is like sharing and everyone, and yeah, it started out great. They had, even when they went to Jamestown, they had their own medical facility. They had their own schools there, and so it, and they, even at least the first year crop, I think was, at least they tried. At least they tried, and a lot of it was good until it wasn't. I don't know what your thoughts on that are, Marilyn.
Yeah. Um, absolutely. I mean, I can't pretend to know what Jim Jones's motives were early on. My husband and I have we have arguments about this because he thinks that a lot of these cult leaders started out genuine and sincere, and not that he's given them an excuse, but he's just saying I think that they just go off the rails and all that. I tend to think that um, well, that I do think that's true. I do agree with that, but I also think that there's like this drive in them for power, and the more power they get, the more they lose their original vision. And not that they set out to be like, I don't think that Jim Jones, when he was young, little Jimmy that always wanted to be a preacher, of course he wasn't like 8 years old preaching to his cat and his neighbor and the lady next door. I don't think he was like, oh, someday I'm gonna have this thing in Guyana, and there's gonna be 900 people that lose their life. No, obviously not. But I think that it's like uh, somebody could have a really good um, vision and want to, help people, and then there's a certain bent towards having power. And honestly, we can get into the Pentecostal influence and the prophetic influence and stuff after. But I think you're right. I think that the roots of it started out good, and nobody's going to join something that doesn't look that looks crazy and wrong and not good, right?
Yeah, no one joins a cult.
Yeah. Nope.
It's yeah.
Nope. You don't.
That's not even. I wish it was my saying, but that's somebody else. I forgot who, but
That
yeah.
was oh geez, Mark Vicente. Mark.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he's
Yep.
good. Yeah. Um,
Uh, I'm just gonna put up some of these as we go along.
yeah, definitely.
I lived
Wow,
in
that's a
Redwood
good.
Valley for a while, where the Jones Church was located. Oh wow, I lived there long afterwards. Though I'm not that. Oh, I'm sure you're not. We won't. We won't accuse you of that. Um, okay, I'm
That's
just
fine.
gonna focus on the Jim Jones one. So,
Yeah,
do your question or comment or tag us.
and then Jim also did like the fake healings and stuff, and his son said, "Well, he's like, well, it didn't really start out like that, but people, I don't know, I don't want to misquote him, but like." it just grew into that to where okay, eventually they were faking all the healings, having like the secretaries come out and say they couldn't walk, and
Right.
it just
Yep.
became too much.
Absolutely. It was good until it wasn't. Yep. The wise words of Clearwater Chad. And this is a really good point. Miss Kim, politicians in California love Jim Jones. Absolutely. He in San Francisco, he had helped, I can't remember the name, but he helped some politicians get elected because he was gaining power and a big following because he was helping so many people. And he really was at first. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah,
Hey,
started
darling.
out good.
Yeah, so it started out good, and he was rewarded for helping the politicians be elected by getting a very prestigious position in the city in the city of California, in the city of San Francisco, as the housing authority chairman. And I'm sure it paid probably fairly well, but it was also a big power of influence, you know.
Yep.
So that was the beginning. And when you get into politics and you start striking deals and rubbing elbows and shaking hands, then a lot of things are like wink, wink, we'll overlook it. So a lot of abuses early on were being overlooked. Let's
Absolutely.
see. Don, there's a video in the comments on Marilyn's video on Jim Jones called was a setup of the CIA. Yeah, I don't know about that. I tend to steer away from conspiracies if I'm not sure where they came from, but anything's possible, really. Really.
Yep. Yeah, anything's possible.
Um,
I never looked into that either.
I have a very important question. Question for Kelly. What's that? Tea or coffee? Is that what?
Mm.
Coffee or tea? Maybe?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep.
You can bring your tea, you can bring your coffee, you can bring your Gatorade if it's hot. You can bring hey, it could be late. It could be late at night somewhere. I'm sure it is in the UK. It's later. It's time for a little, you know, little drink, a little cocktail maybe. Yeah. So I'm
It's
going to.
funny.
Oh, these are going fast. I don't know. Can you help me
Yeah,
star some?
no. Oh, sure,
Help me
sure. Yeah.
star some.
All right. If I see one,
Yeah, just put
it's
question. Okay, I see a comment.
okay. All right. All right. I'll keep my eye on it.
Oh, okay. Greg. Hi everyone. The story of the old lady who quote broke her leg for his healing trick ended up being drugged. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just awful. Just so sad. I did have some thoughts on the progression of it, but we're just hey, hi S peeps. Hope you're all good. We are. We're all rusted up after the chatathon. And thank you, Kelly. You were amazing the other night. We had a blast.
Yeah, she
We
was.
had a
Yep.
blast with you. Your hour went by so fast. And it was so cool that Doug, I said earlier, it's like the painter Bob Ross, how he had happy accidents. I was like, that was a happy accident. That was really fun.
Yeah, it couldn't have worked out better.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling up to see if I missed any Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Um, oh, okay. Here's a couple of them. All right. Okay, Tatiana. These abusive people are opportunistic. They look for leverage automatically, and this leads them to manipulate and use influence. This includes creating an image. I don't think they are ever sincere. Yeah, I kind of lean towards that school too. My husband Duncan, he's very positive person. He likes to see the good in people, and I do too. I really do. I love people. I'm a people person, but I don't know. I think sometimes you get burned so much you get a little bit suspect sometimes. So
Yep.
there's a healthy balance, I guess, of each. That's why we've been together for almost 26 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
True.
scrolling. Now I sound like Andrew goes scrolling, scroll. He has like a song about it. Scrolling. Oh, this is interesting. Mark Vicente was just on Calls to Consciousness. Great interview. I love her interview. I love all of her interviews. She did an interview with Kelly. She did an interview with Alex, Aaron. Great interviews. Great
That's cool.
interviews. All
Absolutely.
right. Okay, I have some starred ones. I talk to myself and all that. Sorry. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, there it is. We watch or watch. Okay. All right. I didn't do this. You must be you. This must have been you, or maybe
Okay.
Juliana.
Could have
I'm
been.
not this. I'm not this quick or smart. Rewatch or watch for the first time the iconic moment in The Vow when Mark Vicente said, "Nobody joins a cult." Oh, and you got the link. Sweet. Thank you
Yeah, that
so
was
much.
definitely Juliana. I might have started, but she wrote it. She's quick.
Nice. Oh yes, definitely. Comment: the Jonestown thing was a real eye opener for us regular, uninformed folks. I worked for a newspaper for many years. This story was big for us. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yep.
Wow.
Mm. Yeah, I was just a kid, so I didn't really know a lot about it. Of course, I heard about it, but Goldie! Congrats,
Goldie, great to see
Denver.
you.
Hey, Goldie. Yes, congrats, Denver Stevo. We're so excited.
That is
This
a
is
great.
amazing.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
amazing. Kelly, having a good day. Thanks, Angela. Just finished a big project, so we're back to regularly scheduled in-flight entertainment next week. Yeah. Oh yeah, Goldie and I were wondering too. Goldie was wondering, and I said, I happen to know she has things in the works. So, but because you were
Nice.
on 2 a.m. at my time, not everybody heard your announcement that you have a lot of things in the works and up your sleeve. So, can't
That's
wait.
excellent.
Yes. Brett says, so excited for whatever content you have coming next, Kelly. Yes, we all are. We all are. He was involved with the CIA, no doubt. Maybe that was in reference to Jim Jones. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Jones. Yeah, I'll have to research that.
Chatathon rules. Yes, we talked a lot about that in the beginning. And Mark and Claire and Amy and Matt were on last night on their own, their own channel. And they mentioned it several times and oh, the video was just it, Steve-O played it three
Yeah, the video
times
was
and
great. Yep.
yeah, not a dry eye. Tell ya. All right, I didn't even read this one, so let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Marilyn, what are your thoughts on Zero Dark Tony's in your face shows calling out Chris Shelton and Tony? Oh, well, um, I said this earlier, and I'll just repeat it: is that there's nothing wrong with disagreeing. I just think that low blows and pot shots should probably be left out. Um, I'm not a big fan of you know the a shock jock type style. I do think that if you're talking about somebody um, like we are publicly, that you you know like Zero Dark Tony, I think maybe he's got some anger issues and he probably should just take a deep breath and think that do a lot of people really want to hear him make fun of someone's voice? That's not nice. That's not nice. Um, I do think that no one's perfect, and if he has an issue with Chris, and Chris hasn't, you know, wanted to discuss it, and Tony does bring it up, it's his right. It's his right to disagree. It's his right to call out specific issues, but you don't make fun of someone's that's something that they can't help. And there's other people that were really, really upset about that. So yeah, I think you just need to take care and just remember OSA is watching, and they love it when people are mudslinging. And again, like I said, it's okay to disagree. I don't agree with everything I hear, but unless it's something I pick my battle. So it's unless it's something that's really bothering me. I'll just say this too. Put it out there because I'm not going to say, oh, don't, you got to have the balls to name names. I think that Chris Shelton has been whining about other channels for many months, and I did say something in in comments about that. I said, "Hey, we're all on the same team. I was just trying to be positive," and he's like, "No, we're not." So yeah, so he kind of
Wow.
told me to basically take a hike. So yeah, I was just trying to be like, "Hey, we're all," So yeah, I think that if you're gonna say don't watch this channel or this channel's terrible, name names. Don't be like trying to get people to not watch other people's channels at all. I think that's terrible. I think it's terrible. We're all a big community. There's room for everybody. If you don't like my channel, it's okay. It's okay. There's lots of things on. If you don't like Chris's channel, you don't like Dark Tony, you know, it's all good. But just my personal opinion. Lay off the personal attacks and the pot shots. If you got something specific that they said you don't agree with, um that's your prerogative, and you have a right to say it. So yeah, thanks
Yep.
Denver Steve-O.
That's
No,
fine.
I'm
Yeah, I agree
I'm
with
glad.
everything. So
Wow, that was how would we get
yeah,
on?
no, I agree with I agree with everything, Marilyn. Yeah.
Thank you, Rev Girl.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. I did
I'll read a
not
couple
plan
comments.
on
I think
that.
you're out of breath there. Yeah. I'll read this one.
Okay, thanks, honey. I need some water.
Yeah, no, yeah. OBJ Foster. I was born. It says I was born in 1958. So between Manson and Jones, I couldn't really read the Gospels without wondering if Jesus was just a Mason or a Jones who didn't go on the last mile.
Okay, Manson. I think he's talking about
So
Charles Manson,
Manson.
but yeah, I thought
Yeah,
Mason too because I was thinking like the
yeah.
Masons. Um,
So yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on back then between that stuff and um,
yeah,
so it's understandable.
didn't go the last mile. Yeah. Um, well, from a Christian perspective, I think it would be a completely different story because the Bible lays out the belief that Jesus was the Son of God, that Jesus was humble, and that he just wanted to help people. He healed people. So um, that he didn't have a power trip. And if you read the Gospels, he hung out with the tax collectors and people that were colorful people. He wasn't religious. He actually uh, was kind of the anti-religious because he overturned the tables in the temple, and he didn't like the Pharisees and the Sadducees were the religious leaders of his day, and they were the ones that basically had him crucified. So yeah. So there is a difference. I don't like to get into a lot of theology. Can believe whatever they want, but I do see your point. I do see the parallels there, but not the utter destruction that those cult leaders came to. I get it. I get it.
Um,
Okay. I guess we're just going to go back and forth between Jim Jones and the Chatathon. That's what people want to talk about, right?
yeah, that's great.
The people have spoken. We the internet has spoken. Okay.
Nice.
Chatathon the Chatathon was a huge success. Love the videos. Denver Steve-O. I was bawling. Oh, damn you, Denver Steve-O. Oh, it was amazing.
That was
I was
amazing.
just blown away. It did exceed all expectations. I think Goldie had said that exceeds all expectations. Yes,
Yep.
it's amazing. Oh, whoops. And loved your segment too, Kelly. Yeah. She is
Yeah.
just a ball of sunshine, just a bright light. We love you. Love, love, love you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay, Chad, Marilyn, Steve-O, Juliana, you lot, you must be in the UK. You lot have done such a fantastic job of uniting the never ends. That's
Oh,
what
thank
we're
you.
hoping to do because we're
Yep.
just we're just representing a huge, you know, block of people that are part of SBTV.
Yeah. I love how it's growing.
Marilyn Honig, I only asked publicly because I knew you communicate the message so well. All right. I love you, Denver.
It's
Thank
true.
you. You know, sometimes I do need a push, a kick in the pants to get out there. But that was a lot. That was a whoa. But yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yep.
It's
We
excellent.
just all need to be understanding but not tolerant of bad behavior too. So
Yep.
okay, but I think okay, Daniel Sander, I think is well known that he was involved in the CIA. Okay, I keep writing. You know, that just keeps coming up, so we need to figure out the CIA thing.
Well, if the research that, and yeah, if there's anything to it, we'll do a stream on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
Tip 45. I deep dove Jones a while back, so many people again looking for something and willing to give up everything to live his dream. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
they did. Um, Miss Kim, Jesus taught love, Manson taught murder. Oh, sorry, I just came
It's
out.
okay. It's all
We're far
right.
enough in. Maybe. Jones
Yeah.
taught socialism and communism. Yep, yep. I'm just
Yep.
gonna let you guys like tell the story because you know so much about it. And I tried to brush up on it. I did do a deep dive into his early life because I was doing the credibility video on my channel, Coffee Cults Crafts. Just kidding. I'm like, yeah, plug in my channel. I'm sorry.
No, yeah,
Um,
no. We want people to go to your channel, Marilyn. Especially when we see new people here.
Angela, I definitely need some Never In merch. Yeah, Chad, you're gonna have to eat Chad and Stevo. I don't know if Stevo, if you're still here, if you know this, um, but I looked up merch because I did get 500 followers. Thank you, everybody. But I have to wait like 2.5 more months because your channel has to be 3 months old. So I had to start a new channel because I wanted to connect it to my new email, which is coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com. I'm just teasing you, Chad. I'm just like, I'm
No,
gonna
you're
plug
good.
it.
No, I want people to
I'm
I
just
was gonna say
teasing.
you, but when you did it, you probably didn't realize that you were gonna have so many followers so quick. Who would, right? So that was like a non-issue, even if you knew it when you were creating it. But we
I'm
do
just
want people to
blown
go to
away.
Marilyn's
You
channel.
guys are gonna be, and I'm out of tissues because of Steve-O. So
Yeah,
Brick Race. It was so cool seeing the faces of so many people from the chat in Denver Steve-O's video. I know. Oh,
yeah,
I know. I know if you saw last night's Blown for Good and Amy Scobie's broadcast with the joint, the double date they were calling it. Yeah, Claire said she was bawling. I think everybody was. Steve-O did such a good
yeah,
job, and everybody really
yep,
came through. Um,
yep.
that reminds me, I forgot the email. Okay, hold on. Forgot the email to give y'all my shipping info. Okay, it is SPTV never ends. Oh, wait, see the logo up there, SPTV never ends at gmail.com. All one word. Oh,
Nice.
there.
I bet Julie did
It's
that.
magic. She's magic.
She
Thank you,
is.
Julie.
Yep.
Kelly. Marilyn, you could totally get a merch store now. Yeah, I went in to look and it's saying that I have to have a channel for 3 months. So we'll see. It'll give me lots of time to plan.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I'm really excited. I know I wanted something that said crochet is cool. Miss Kim, I don't remember much about his early life. I'm interested in that. Yep. I have a short, like 6 or 7 minute video on coffee, cults, and crafts. If you want to look at that, I don't know how much we're going to get to because everybody's, asking questions and, Chad, maybe we could do a little more like research and kind of put our
Yeah.
thoughts together and then maybe do a
Yep.
recorded. I don't know how to do that, but the um, a pre-recorded
We could.
video, and then we could do like a live premiere and then everybody can chat while we're presenting the material.
Oh, that's a good
Can we do
idea.
that?
Yeah, because we don't want to ignore the comments. Yeah.
Right. So today's just kind of like a
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, because I mean, I didn't
That's
really
a good
take notes.
idea.
I have notes. I mean, I could go over. I just don't want to reiterate everything I said the other day because why
But no, you're
do
right
that?
though. People could, if after this stream or whenever they feel like it, they could definitely go to your channel and watch that video. for sure.
Yeah, it's very short. It's just about his early life a little bit and how he established credibility.
Yep.
Tip 45. Would love some Never In merch. Yeah. Yeah, somebody needs to
Yep.
get on that.
I've just been too lazy to even try to create merch.
uh, I didn't know that. Did you still request the invite from Fourth Wall? I just looked it up and
Yeah,
I didn't
still
get.
like he said,
Okay.
yeah.
No, how do you do it? Um, invite. Okay, request the invite. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, I guess it can't hurt to try, right? The most they could say is
I just
no.
googled fourth wall. Yeah.
Denver. Um, love, love, love putting together the video, meeting everyone. I know, but via their videos and seeing so many different types of messages. Ah, yes, it was so cool to see. I don't want to mention it. Well, I'll mention a few by name just because it popped into my head, but like Grand Theft Hoopty and Maria
Yep.
de Queso. I can't say it her name, but Maria de yeah her and who else? Casey was in it, and oh my god, I just can't even. So many. Sarasota Jerry. Well, we all kind of know what he looks like, but yeah, just amazing.
That
All
is.
right. Let's see. Chad, you should turn your paintings into merch. Hell yeah.
Good
Could make
idea. Good
some cool
idea. Thank you.
notebooks. Yeah.
Oh,
Notebooks and
okay.
mugs. Oh, I would love that. I mean, I love my cracker mug, but I would love a Clearwater Chad palm tree.
That's a good idea. Yeah, my signature thing is the palm trees. You're right, Kelly. Thank you. Yeah, we'll
Fabulous
definitely do
idea.
that. Yeah, it is.
Um, AA Narcotics Anonymous, they use a term drug of choice. Maybe we need cult of our history. I'm not sure exactly what. Oh yeah, drug of choice. Okay, I get that. Cult of our history. I'm not sure if this is what you're getting at, but something I've been thinking a lot about, and the reason that I've been focusing on the origins of some of these cults and how they started before they completely went off the rails and ended up on 6 o'clock news was the progression. Like um we just focus on, like I said, the 900 and however many people, 910ish people, the terrible indictments against Keith Raniere, things like that. But how did it start? It didn't start by that. No one joins a cult, right? Like if you
Yep.
knew what was going to happen in the end, nobody would have joined it. So there are some positive things that start in the middle. I mean, in the beginning, in the middle.
Yep. I
That's me. I
agree.
got distracted by Grand Theft. Yes, that's you. I love your smile. Oh, just, you look like the sweetest
Yeah,
person ever.
it was great to see everyone
Yeah.
in the
Or
videos.
I'd buy one of Chad's paintings as merch. Yeah.
Wow.
Um, and that's the beauty of Fourth Wall is that they take care of the inventory, they take care of the shipping, they take care of all that. So you don't have to have inventory. You don't have to. Yeah. So that's just wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Imagine how many boxes of wheat. Oh my
Oh
god. Yeah.
yeah.
We know you're a softie. Yeah. I
Cause
just
he had
can't
the
even
yeah
imagine. I think I still have a sinus headache from from crying so
yeah it
much,
was
but
great.
it was a good cry. Uh yeah, we love our mic. We love our mic.
Oh.
Chad painting shirt. Yes. Or you know what you could do is
The
do
people
like
have spoken.
paint by number, or you could do like a Chad coloring book, like do the outline and then people something like that.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you know how
actually a
they
good idea.
adult coloring books, people are wicked into adult coloring books.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Chad, if there's anything you want to say about Jonestown and stuff, I know this sort of went off the rails because we're just hanging out in the chat, but if there's anything you want to say about it,
Yeah, I'll
totally
try to
jump
think of some
in.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a
because I
bunch
am
of stuff, but I don't
fascinated
want to
by it.
bore people. I was thinking of
I
some stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like I said,
Um,
it started out. It started out I don't want to say great, but it started out good. It started out as an experimental project for socialism and for people not to be discriminated against, because he took in all colors, all races, even in the old days when they were in before San Francisco and Indiana and then in California. And he took a lot of flack for that, but he still did it. I don't know if it was all part of his game or what, but it seems sincere.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of good things before it did go
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. I think that his delusions of grandeur and his self-appointed prophet status kind of made him, and we've seen it time and time again with David Koresh and all these like crazies that will just all of a sudden like basically say like pretty much like the Messiah, and God speaks to them directly. And that's one of the reasons why I do have an issue with the especially fundamental and charismatic Pentecostalism, is because they're very big on teaching prophetic gifts. So they just have these self-appointed people, and then other people will kind of come around them and say, yeah, they're a prophet, they're speaking for God. That is very dangerous. It's very dangerous when someone comes in and says, I'm going to tell you what the truth is, and not be able to ask any questions, not be able to think for yourself. That's super dangerous. So he just started
Yep.
to completely go off.
And he wasn't, in the end, he wasn't living off of what he was preaching.
Absolutely. He was doing drugs.
Yep.
He was abusing people, even SA he was accused of. He was
Oh, okay.
flogging people. He was flogging people
Yeah, that's
in
disgusting.
front
Yeah.
of, and like disciplining adults like with the belt or something in front of the congregation. Like what? Yeah. Bad, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
bad. It's
disgusting.
bad enough to do it adults, but they were doing it to children as well. So, blah.
Yeah.
But that's just messed up. Messed up.
Hmm.
Miss Kim, Jim Jones read and followed people that taught him to create an enemy to the group. Yep. I think he started to
Yep.
believe it. Yep. That's something I was thinking about. I was listening to a little bit of one of the documentaries um, earlier this morning. It still feels early, but yeah. And one thing was like, it was always the focus on enemies. And that's something that my cult leader, Marlene Sweeney, I say her name every chance I get because
Nice. Good. Good.
she earned it. She earned it. So yeah, Marlene Sweeney was always, woe is me, my enemies are after me, boo-hoo. Everybody's against us, everybody's against us. And it makes you paranoid. It makes you and paranoia is a big part of it too. It makes you afraid of the outside world. It makes you suspicious of the outside world, brings you in more isolated and insulated. So that is a very good point, Miss Kim. Thank you so much for that. So you guys, yeah,
Yep.
there was a lot of things that I didn't write down because I was running around, was trying to do laundry and deal with the dog and everything. But you guys are kind of sparking my memories. So
Hmm.
yeah. Love you, Julie.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yes,
Julie,
you go
for your
eat. Take
help.
care of yourself. We love you so much. Thank you
Yep.
so much. Yeah. Um okay, we're back to, I'm telling you, people are really into this merch thing. Sandy Yerkin's Power is, I think, a picture of real Chad and little Chad on t-shirts and other merch would be a good seller. Yes.
Well,
I
the
would
people have
wear that.
spoken, like I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. Right, Susan B. Hello, I'm a newbie. Hello, Susan B. My third video. Wow. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you. And welcome. Welcome to this crazy
I'm
family.
putting up this one here. Terry Ray, I agree with you. Let's get anyone that hasn't subscribed to Marilyn. Let's get her to 700 subs. Everyone, it's a great channel, obviously. Um, and
Oh, thank you,
Chad
Terry.
recommends it.
I
She's
love
got
you.
the link up. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Terry. You're a sweetheart. You guys are amazing. Never expected that.
Mm.
All right. Oh, my Tiff 45. Watching Mark Headley's reaction was priceless. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a big softie too. Yeah. And just thinking about, he knows Mike so well. So thinking about like, I don't think uh, Mike probably even realizes the impact that he's. And now I'm getting emotional. Woo!
Mm.
That he's had on so many lives. So,
Yeah.
Steve-O, speaking of, I Steve-O, I believe 100% believe Jim Jones went insincere. Koresh was an opportunist who didn't believe anything but his own ego delusions of grandeur. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, Jim Jones, he might have had, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
still not
sorry.
my favorite person.
I
Oh, it's
meant
okay.
to just
No,
start this one. We
oh,
might as
it's
well
okay.
just say it now, though, if you're done.
Yeah.
Patrick says, "Question: How did you guys come up with the Nevering Group? It just happened, right? We worked good together, and we just kind
I
of.
was thinking about that. You
What
know
do you
what? It
think?
started. I think it started with the first chatathon
Oh,
because
okay.
remember. Because you had
Yeah,
already been
yeah,
kind
that's
of
right.
working with Juliana. Juliana was one of my so we had Juliana in common because she was one of my
Yeah,
moderators. I had saw I had seen her in the chats and stuff and on the interview that Kelly did with me. She just had so much good insight. So when I started my coffee cults and crafts group on Facebook, I messaged her and I said, "Hey, I love your style. I love your input. Would you mind, would you think about maybe being a moderator?" And meanwhile, simultaneously you were having her on your Chad pre-shows
yep,
before AA Ron, and then what? Maybe a week or two later, not even that long, you did your first chatathon, and Denver Steve-O and I ended up
yeah,
kind of jumping on, and we just had
yep,
chemistry, right?
yeah. Oh, absolutely. We still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well, I
worked out.
think
It's working out great.
yeah. So,
Mm,
and then you planned that was such a success that you planned another chatathon, which turned into Up All Night for the Love of Mike. And
yep,
Julie's been invaluable. Steve-O, I mean, yeah, we work good. We're a good team.
yeah. Everyone
So
does something to. Yep.
that was our story, but a lot of people have, never end stories themselves. So I am going to we can just probably
Yeah, we're done with that one. Yep.
okay. I'm just trying to start some things
Oh
so
yeah.
that we don't miss a lot of comments.
Oh, okay.
Everyone. Hmm. Yeah, some of them I'm starting without reading, and then I'll read them later. And
I know. I don't know
if
which ones to start. It's hard to you guys. Yeah.
yeah, John, the vague one. I was in a cult that was a radical offshoot of the Assemblies of God. Yep, join the
Oh.
club. Oh, poor thing.
Wow.
The cognitive dissonance got so severe I had to escape. 2 years later, a member of the same cult, Andrea Yates, made news. Yes, Andrea
Thanks for
Yates.
yeah.
I'm just not going to
Wow.
read it out loud because I don't want
Yeah.
him to get demonetized, but
Yep.
everyone sees it, right? Yes.
Thanks for the super chat, John. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
thank
crazy.
you.
It's
And
terrible.
yeah, I think she was hearing voices and there was some mental
Oh.
illness as well, but that was horrific. I'm just thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach. Ugh, yeah,
Oh.
just awful.
I'll be back
Just
in one sec.
awful.
Okay.
Okay, honey, go ahead. All right. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to go to the start. All right. Hans Christian Swartz. Mike is getting that feedback about all the people that helped at the right time. It will aid his recovery, I hope. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Yes, we're all behind him. Team Mike. I kept my Team Mike on underneath my name to remind me. Um, Everyone was respectful. I don't have to be stern. I was very prepared to be. Yeah. Well, we're a good crowd. Yeah, we don't need a lot of that. Denver Stevo. We all just stayed with Chad during Chatathon #1. And there it was. Yes. Yeah, I agree. It was just like, wow, okay. I think we got something here. Yeah, if anybody has any more questions. Sorry, I'm getting things pop up. All right. Um, one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'm sorry if I missed any of your questions. Let's see. I'll start a few. So, one thing I wanted to mention, and it kind of sparked my memory when I was listening to this video this morning. This I can't remember which documentary it was. Sort of like a reenactment, but it did have the um, the son, one of the sons, Stephen Jones of Jim Jones, and one of the things that I thought about was that Jim Jones, as he started to crack down and have control over people, the abuses were rampant. He bought land in, I don't know if it's pronounced Guyana or Guyana, something like that, in South
Something like that.
America. Yeah, in South America, and it's not Ghana. Sometimes I accidentally call it Ghana, which is in Africa. So Guyana, and one of the things that he would do was, and this is another thing that my cult leader did too, was test our loyalty and obedience. And it was like, if you love, like it should heard him say, if you love God, if you love me, if you love, if you love each other, you will sacrifice, you will do this, you will do that. And that was always drilled into my head. I mean, it didn't go as far as what happened with, obviously, I'm still here, but no, it wasn't like that. But it was still mentally um, just constantly getting you to give more and to sacrifice more and to just not even have even care for your own life. Sometimes like if you hear that, you die, 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 die. It was like, yeah, it was all like a mental thing. With him, he would actually have I can't say the S word, but unalive drills, and they're called white knights. And he would have them practice with Kool-Aid. And you get those drills, like just like the military, over and over and over and over. It becomes almost like like a second nature kind of thing, and you override your own conscience or your own ability to think. And he wore people down with lack of sleep, lack of food. As soon as they got to Jonestown, they were bunking with tons of people. There wasn't any like fresh fruit or water or sustenance. He lied through his teeth. He was showing videos of the fruits and vegetables that supposedly they were growing down there with the stickers still on them. And saying, "Come on down, it's great down here." And then when they got down there, they were like starving, they were worn down, they were getting flogged and disciplined, and the whole snitch culture. If you criticized him or said you wanted to leave, heaven help you. And
Yep.
so it got to where, and people say it just frustrates the hell out of me when people are like, well, why didn't you just leave? Well, in that case, they couldn't leave. They
Nope.
literally physically couldn't leave. And they went there as they thought that they were doing something for a greater cause. And it wasn't just an overnight decision. This was years in the making, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right.
that's my spiel about that.
Yeah,
Just the
it
conditioning.
was about
The
yeah.
conditioning. Hmm.
Even if they wanted to leave, it was about 5 miles from the base there to Jonestown, and he had
Yeah.
people in Jonestown that would bring
Yep.
him back, which they did once.
Yep. All
Yep.
right. I'm just gonna put up these start questions.
Yep.
Joel McCoyne, I have not been able to check yet. Steve-O posted the mic video on his channel. Steve-O, if you're still with us, you can address that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he was working on it. He's definitely been working really hard, and he
Yep.
has other stuff I'm sure he has to do. So,
Yeah.
um, Patrick, I love knowing Osa saw Steve-O's video for Mike. Maybe seeing all of the love we're generating on the outside will make some of them blow. I can only hope so. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Seeing the compassion that they don't get in the Sea Org.
Yep.
Yep. Miss Kim, I'm still surprised there are so many current cults. In this modern age, there are thousands at least, if not tens of thousands. Yep. maybe even
Yep.
hundreds. Who knows? But like I said,
True.
in a couple mile radius, yeah, there's two.
I love Mark's
Uh,
line though. Mark Vicente, no one joins the cult.
yeah, yeah, nope. And there's always something good about it, or else nobody would join. Number 5 in letter A. Question: Marilyn, how old were your children when you left the cult? My daughter was 9, and my boys were 5 and 6. Yep.
Wow.
And yeah, someday I might do a little bit of a follow up video. Actually, my daughter said sometimes she's open to doing one with me. That would be
Oh, that'd be great.
yeah.
The
She's
one
a
with
mini
her, the
me.
pork one was so funny. Yeah, that's
Oh my
great. That'd be
god,
great to see.
she's so funny. All my kids have the best sense of humor. They really have a sense of humor. When we get together,
And how you,
it's just
yeah,
nuts.
and then especially when you said, what could you do? She grew up in a cult, you know.
I did. Yes.
I mean,
I'm
I can't do
waiting.
it justice when
Okay,
you
so
said, yeah,
I can tell you guys something. So I did buy them each a T-shirt from Aaron's store that says "I was born in a cult, but not last weekend," because they laugh about it. They're good humored about it. I'm always like, "I'm sorry, guys." They're like, "Mom, it's funny. It's cool. It's like a conversation piece." So I did buy them a shirt. I haven't given them to them yet. Haven't given them to them yet because what'll happen is they live out of the house. They're grown. And if I hand them to their shirts, I won't be able to take a picture because one of them's gonna be in the laundry. They'll be like, "Oh, I left it at my friend's house. I left it in my truck, whatever." So I want to like get them all in my house, make them put the t-shirts on, like, you know, and then come out
yeah,
and then I'll take a picture and then they can lose the t-shirts if they do.
yeah. Then you
But
definitely need a picture because yeah, they're gonna. Yep,
totally,
I
totally.
agree.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool.
Somebody's messaging. I'm sorry, my kids. I tried to mute them,
Oh,
but
no worries. I'm just looking for this, trying to
yeah.
start a couple.
Yeah. Somebody needs a title to a car or something. I don't
Oh
know.
wow,
So
so
hey,
you got work to do.
if you no, I'll be right back. If you wanna just, I'll just
Yeah.
check on the dog and message him back, but I'll be
Okay.
right back, okay?
Okay.
Just,
Sure.
answer
Yep.
some questions and stuff because you know
Yep.
you know about this stuff. You probably know more about the
Yeah, I
later
like
years than
talking
I
about
do.
the. Yeah,
Alright,
we'll be fine.
alright,
Thanks.
I'll be right back. Actually, I'll just turn do you want me to just turn my camera off? Am I
You don't have. You don't have to. You don't have to. I leave mine running.
alright.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna put this one up, guys. Because yeah, they had a congressman, Congressman Ryan, came to investigate what was going on, and they killed him. They killed him before he was able to leave, and I think that was part of the deal because Jim Jones, was able to say the congressman's dead. They're going to come in and kill us, which I believe. I'm paraphrasing, but that's roughly what they said. They had no choice. I mean, at least how he worded it. They didn't see no choice. They were going to, his words, parachute in there and kill them all. Um, so that was, I mean, that was a pretty bold thing they did. Pretty egregious thing doing that to the congressman. Taking his life. And other people, the newsman. They also. I don't think I should use the word kill a bit much, but they took his life. They took it was four roughly. I forgot how many people. Three, four, several people on the airstrip that they killed, and yeah, so it was pretty bleak the situation. And then once they started, I guess I'll use you know once they started doing that to the kids, having them drink the toxic stuff, they didn't have much of a choice. On well, the people didn't. If your kids are dead, why would you? There's not really much to live for, so they didn't have. Okay, so I'll put up this comment. Joel, comment. The Mike video was done well. I agree. Very well, Denver. So heartfelt and editing was great. I agree. This is proof how bad the cult is. Would never would Mike have gotten this kind of compassion from them. That's 100% true. Everything. Video was done well. And, yeah, he wouldn't have got that kind of compassion. Let's see. Hands. Clearwater Chad. I think Jim Jones did that did that, unveiling the congressman to open his and make it more. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Yeah, it was planned. It was from what I've seen. Because I watched a lot of the footage and the all the documentary movies from the 70s, 80s, and whenever they came out. Um, and I'm just looking for more comments too. This is a lot of fun, guys. Because I did watch the Jonestown stuff before I even knew anything about Scientology. My other favorite, I shouldn't say favorite, but the other cult I like to research, and I know quite a bit, a lot, not everything, but Heaven's Gate. That is a smaller scale of this. 39 people. Well, I guess 39 people. As you guys know, the UFO cult. They still have a website up. It's maintained by a member. And sorry if we're off topic, but like I said, I not like Heaven's Gate because it's disgusting what happened. But if we don't, if we don't, we don't want to forget about this stuff because it could happen again, and it does happen. I'm just looking for more comments. Sorry if I'm missing the comments, guys. Just repost the comments if you want us to read it. Okay, Angela, and I think once Jim Jones started seeing how many people wanted to leave and he lost control. Yeah, yeah, that was probably part of it. I agree with you. Jeff, always great to see you. You're in a lot of the chats. I appreciate the support. So is Marilyn. Jeff says Clearwater Chad. I was just about to say that. Yep. Okay, this is Mr. Denver Steve. Chad, Leo Ryan's aide. Jackie Spear survived the attack at the airport and later became a Congress member herself, taking Ryan's old seat. Okay, cool. I knew some of that, but I didn't know specifically that she took his seat and all that stuff. But yeah, she got shot and everything and had to have surgeries and everything like that. So she's definitely a hero. Um, and she made sure that he had a will before they even went. So she was definitely. Um, let's see, another one from Mr. Denver Stevo. Chad, Congressman Leo Ryan invited Dan Quayle to come to him to Jonestown. Wow, they were friends. I didn't know that. That's good information. Wow. And he was, obviously he was a hero too. He went there. He had the, to go there and say, hey, what's going on? Is this good? You guys want to stay here or what? So Denver Steven knows a lot about this, even more than I do. That's cool. Well, he should. Maybe next time we should do another stream with him on it too, if he's in for it. Um, yeah, she was definitely bad. Yeah, barely survived. Yep. Yep. Let's see. It's just yeah. Okay, so let's see what Annie says here. Annie Kurtz, great to see you. Heaven's Gate, interesting because all the adults thoroughly believed every fiber. Yep, they had. I mean, yeah, you had to if you were going to do that. Even yeah, I won't say that out loud, but you guys can read it, just because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say here, but because of YouTube. But that was extreme. It wasn't as many people as Jonestown, of course. Just well, any amount of people is a lot, but 39 people. They definitely believed it. 20, all that brainwashing from all those years, and the cult leaders. I don't know for sure, but it seems like they kind of believe their own BS. You know what I mean? If you say something long enough every day like that, sometimes you believe your own stuff, or you know, yeah. Apple. This one here is good. Jeff. Her Applewhite was quite the character. I agree. Yeah, I agree. He got more extreme over the time. In the beginning, like in the 70s, it didn't seem like. I don't know, it changed over time. It changed over time. Of course, Heaven's Gate. Sorry if I missed any comments, guys. Just to go ahead and repost them because I'm not that great at Catching all the comments. Try to go back up and see if I missed any. This is a lot of fun though. Appreciate you guys being with us here. Toggle back down. Oh, thanks, Angela. Let's see. Here's Denver Steve. Denver says one of those who unveiled himself to Heaven's Gate was the brother of Nicholas. Oh, from Star Trek. Yeah, or from Star Trek. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's. I don't want to say that's good, but that's something else. Thank you, Denver Steve. Yeah. Oh, you're still muted. Hold on. Let me get my muted sign up. Hold on.
Oh, I'm muted. Oh, okay.
Oh, I was
Hi.
gonna put up the sign. Okay. That's
Go
cool.
ahead, put up
Okay,
the sign.
we'll get back.
Okay, let's do a do-over.
Okay.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep. All right. People like when I put up the signs. It was funny. A reenactment.
And we have a do-over. What was I saying now?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. I remember seeing Michelle on Larry King, and she was very respectful of her brother. She
Yeah.
just said,
Yep.
that was his choice, and he
Yeah.
did it of his own free will and volition, which yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But
She was very
she was very
respectful.
respectful. Yes, yes, she was
So
very
I was saying
respectful.
when you were, oh, sorry to cut you off. I was saying when you were gone, Denver Stevo, he had like 3 or 4 comments in a row. He knows more than I do about Jonestown. So we should do another one with him next time.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, you could
Yeah.
do a
If he's up
pre-recorded,
for it, yeah.
or we can, however you want to do it.
That was funny.
Hey, Chad's the boss. If he wants to put up his sign, we all love it, right? uh, was it Applewhiter's co-leader last that went by Bo Peep or something like that?
Yeah, one was
I
what
remember
was they? I
that.
forgot now. I don't now I
Well,
forget.
he
One was Bo and
was
one was
Do
Peep.
Re Mi. Well, Do and T.
Yeah.
Bo
Yeah,
Peep.
No
I
and T,
can't
you're
remember.
right. Yeah, that's it.
Maybe she was also. Yeah, they had all kinds of. They were very
No and T.
childlike, weren't they? Very
Yeah.
childlike.
Yeah.
Like they were a little bit childish. Yeah.
But
Not
it was
that
all the same playbook.
we're so mature up here at
But it was
the
all the
nutty.
same playbook about the the mind control and stuff like that.
It really is. It really is. It's just
Yeah.
almost interchangeable. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm jumping in the middle of a conversation. I'm not sure what everybody.
Yeah. I lost.
It's why Denver Stevo says poo. There once was a man who said poo. Yeah, we're so mature up in this place.
It's funny.
Okay. We can all just read this.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's a circle of hell they get trapped into. Yep. I know the feeling. I
Yep.
know the feeling. Yeah, one of these days, if you guys want to do a live about my cult and some of the things that just the similarities of things that I went through. Yeah, I'm speaking from a vantage point of having been one of those people that that just bought into it, and it took a long time to get out. And mostly, what pushed me out was the abuse of my children, the really just crazy treatment, and the whole the end times thing, and thing about the Jews, and just the cracking down. It was the abuses. I still had a lot of the dogma in my head for many years, and I was afraid of going to, HE double two sticks and being and ending up on the dung heap, which is the crap pile.
Mm,
Yeah. So it does take a while, and I'm fortunate that I didn't join one of these things that eventually, if that happens, you don't your life is over and you don't have a choice to get out and to live again. So
yeah.
yeah. All right, tip 45. This was for Jeff, but I think it's interesting. I wonder the if the groups take over some of these leaders and the leaders are just chaotically keeping things moving. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
sometimes the leaders just get um, in so deep that they're just nuts. I mean, even Marlene Sweeney up the street, she, yeah, she just ended up just going like crazy. She would just be like, and the Lord said, blah, 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 blah. She had talked like this. And yeah, it was just nuts. And
Wow.
if we missed a sermon, her sermons were 2 or 3 hours sometimes. And we'd have to listen to these cassettes, and Duncan and I would just feel like crap afterwards, and we would just be like every Sunday we would just kind of hide in our room. We'd just be laying on our bed staring at the ceiling, like just like shaking, vibrating, like what just happened, what just happened. And then Duncan would go to her and say, hey, I feel like really like disturbed in my spirit. I feel like condemned. I feel just so upset and feel like I'm just never going to measure up. And she'd be like, oh, you're fine. Like had two different personalities. It was really, really, really weird. She would channel
Oh,
this like really evil, kind of condemning hellfire brimstone personality. And then she turned into this like kind of cookie baking. Well, she never baked cookies, but she was just like, oh, it's okay. You're fine. And we weren't fine. Just it just divided us in our heads. That was
oh.
awful.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, definitely need your water for sure. Yeah, this is fun, guys.
We got some start.
Yeah, I started a couple.
Angela, they had a congressman question mark come to investigate what was going on, and they unalived him before he was able to leave. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
If you watch the account of like his of Jim Jones's son Stephen, was basically saying that he was completely unstable, going off the rails in the end. The substance abuse was out of control. His crazy ideas and delusions of grandeur, just having these like loudspeakers where he was just like droning on and on and on day and night, indoctrinating people. And it was just nuts. And his two of his sons, at least, Stephen and Jim Jr., who was an African American adoptee, he adopted a boy and named him Jim Jr. And they had gone to, I forgot what the Capitals name was, but they were on a basketball team, and he tried to order them to come back and basically face their demise, and they refused. And he was angry and he was screaming at them and everything. But Stephen's account was he knew that if he went back, that was it. It was curtains. And it was his mother, Jim Jones's wife, that basically advocated for her sons and said, no, they're not coming back. And they said, no, it's his choice. And you can hear on the recordings where he's just screaming. And yeah, it was just awful. But
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, my point was about well, the congressman was that he was like, he can't come, and then he can come, and they tried to act like things were fine, and then people were slipping notes to the congressman and the reporter and stuff saying, I want to get out, and then someone tried to attack the congressman, and I think he even sliced, just
Yep.
hurt him, right? And so they basically fled, but then they couldn't get out because once they got to the airstrip, he sent his people after them. Just awful.
Yeah, it's sick.
Caleb B. Yes, Marilyn, the similarities of your experience and how you unpeeled your own onion. Such an important comparison. Yeah,
True.
it really is. It takes a lot of years. And I want to say this, just as an aside, Chad, if you don't mind, is that
Yeah.
we're all at different places. I mean, even a lot of the never ends who weren't in a quote cult have suffered that type of abuse and mind control, whether it was a bad relationship or like a corporate cult can be, or things like that. There's also a lot of uh, ex Scientologists and other ex cult members that are coming out and that are fairly new. So I do have some compassion for like Mitch, like I forgot his last name, the movie film producer, whatever, that came out and he's talking out. He's very new. So he's going to be a little rough. Dark Tony, he had zero Dark Tony, he's got some issues. He's, unfortunately, sometimes you kind of let it show, so it's okay. We're all in different spaces. We just need to treat each other with respect and try to be be like a solution to the problem and not making the problem worse. So that's where
Yep.
I stand on that. Jim Jones tried a few things before he took off and quickly moved and moved. Tried a few things before he took off and quickly moved and moved. Um,
I mean, that could have hit something. He moved from Indiana to California,
oh,
then
right,
from California to
right,
Guyana.
yeah, yeah, and he was running. You're right. He was running from the criticism and probably investigations because as time went on, it got worse and worse and worse. The abuses and everything that was going on in San Francisco area and the People's Temple, people were starting to speak out. It was becoming, spotlighted in the news, and investigations were coming out against him. So he was framing it to his people as that we're going to go to a utopia. In his mind, he's probably like, I gotta get out of Dodge, or else I'm going to end up in
Yeah.
jail. So he took off. People were selling their homes and their property. And if anyone hasn't seen, I wish I could remember her name. If someone knows it or even wants to look it up real quick, there was an episode of The Aftermath and also of the Fair Game podcast. The Aftermath, it was a beautiful lady that is a captain, I believe, of the police department, I think in San Francisco. And she just had recently been promoted. And she came as a law enforcement perspective on the Aftermath, but she also was a cult survivor, not cult leader, cult survivor, and she didn't disclose which cult. For good reason, I think, because if everybody knew she was basically in Jonestown. That again, you think Kool-Aid, you think So she didn't. She was there strictly as a or a former cult member, but also as a perspective of law enforcement. But she did a full length interview with Leah and Mike on their Fair Game podcast, and her story is mind blowing. And she basically tells the progression of when she was probably like maybe 12 years old or maybe even younger when her parents joined the People's Temple, and eventually, they ended up going to Jonestown and then leaving, and thank goodness that they got out. But if anyone hasn't seen that episode, I can't remember her name. I wish I remember it, but it was just mind blowing, and
Yeah.
so grateful that she got out with her baby and her husband. Yeah. Angela Bernhardt, I watched a documentary about the woman around Jim Jones that basically kept things running. Yes, running
Oh,
and for his rule because Jim was so gone on drugs most of the time. It was interesting. I think I know you're talking about. I don't know her name exactly, but she was kind of like his right hand woman, and she was in a house in the Capitol, and she would basically funnel people to him and keep in radio contact with him. And I believe the congressman first approached her about going, to the airstrip and going into getting a ride, hitching a ride into Jonestown, and yeah, she was just a piece of work. And there's interview with her ex-husband because they had a daughter in common, and he came with the delegation to try to get the daughter out. So yeah, uh, there's so many facets to this. Really, really fascinating
Yep.
that you're all bringing this up because so many things that we got about.
Absolutely.
Georgetown, thank you.
Yep.
Georgetown is the capital of Guyana. Yeah, we just kind of decided to do this without. I usually I like to have like all my notes with my scribbles. There's no scribbles. Yeah, I just doodle, and I've got all these stars and stuff. Yeah, so I wasn't able to do my whole preparation, but this is good. This is very very organic,
Yeah.
and everyone is involved. So love it.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. Hey, poet.
Hey, poet, how you doing? Jeff D, never thought I'd be a Church of Scientology, never in, but I can't imagine a better group. Yeah,
Same here.
loving. Yes, totally agree. Love the never in community. There's so much empathy here. Yep. Yeah, we all care about each other. Great community.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Poet, great job the other night, by the way. I just love, I have to say this real quick. So, Mark was saying when he was on, he said, I'm sure all this is getting back to DM, like all these, like, crazy, like, songs we make up and poems. And Poet has, like, correct me if I'm wrong, 30 something haikus and a bunch of limericks about Scientology, and they're great. And, we're making all these crazy, and I'm not the only one crocheting stuff. I actually don't do the onions. I think Brooke does those. So everybody's just jumping in and getting involved. And hey, you know, like I say, I like to have a shot of JD with this cult stuff, joking and degrading. I think it makes it more palatable. Right, Shadow?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like you said, DM knows all about the poems and all about all these channels, and he doesn't know what to do. He's probably going crazy,
Yep. Everyone's greeting
which is fine
Poet.
with us. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, great job on the chatathon, Poet. Yeah, it's so cool to
I
have
like
a
when
resident
Doug.
poet.
Yeah, I like when Doug came on. He's like, "Yeah, just kind of what I thought a poet would look like, or something like that." He said.
Yeah. No, Doug's great. He was so much
Yeah,
fun.
he's
Oh, he
funny.
was so funny. I love his sense of humor. I really do.
Same here.
Yep. And then Steve-O, it's so funny because when they were on, Kelly and Doug, Mark was in the chat and he was just like heckling. I think it's really funny because, he's kind of sitting back in his
Oh,
easy chair, like heckling, right? But in a good heart, good spirited way. But when I can't remember what the reference was, but Steve-O was like to somebody out in the chat, like, tell me what you want. And then he started singing, tell me what you want, what you really want. And Kelly was just laughing and everybody was jumping in, and Juliana was singing. And I think you were just I don't know if you were napping, but you were leaning back because you and Doug did not want to be, better because I have the timestamps fired up, right? So,
yeah.
so Mark was like, yeah, he goes, we've got a bunch of Americans singing and one Brazilian doing Spice Girl karaoke while a British person is just laughing at them.
That's funny.
Funny.
Yeah, that was. I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Okay. Who needs more watch hours? It is,
Well, probably
I can
you. I
use
don't
more
need. I
watch
mean,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever you
Steve-O
want to
probably
watch, we
needs some
don't really
watch
want to.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. But definitely sub to Marilyn Honig's channel. She got the great cult. Everything she's putting out is great. So
Yeah, we
it's
will get to
Marilyn
crafts and
Koenig.
stuff. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Say I
well,
always butcher your channel, so say what it is again.
uh, coffee, cults, and crafts.
Yep.
So think of a coffee cult, coffee cults and crabs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Triple C.
Triple C on FB and YT. Triple C on YT. Triple C on FB. Triple C on Gmail. That doesn't rhyme. Oh wow.
No, the triple C is catchy.
Triple C. Yeah. There's Triple D, the degraded daughters of Dianetics. I love them.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
adorable. And
I gotta
yeah,
start
I was
watching.
totally
It's hard. It's so hard. Yeah.
I was totally fangirling because I noticed that Lara FM subscribed to my channel yesterday. I was like, oh my god, what?
Wow.
I know, I can't believe
I did
it.
this. It's funny. I did the same thing when I seen Mark Headley subscribe to my channel. I'm like, wow,
Okay, this is the deal. Marilyn Honig, send
nice.
me 1,400 watch hours and I'll get you some merch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bootleg some merch. I'm gonna be working hard. Yeah, everybody sleep with Denver this week. When are we sleeping with
He'll get there
Yeah.
quick. I see
Oh,
Simon's
shush,
doing something
Denver.
similar on his channel.
Really? Hey,
Yeah.
well, imitation is the highest form of flattery. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, we copy Boss Alex all the time, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Look at this. Mark Headley was my 6th
Oh wow. I
subscriber.
didn't know that. That's cool.
Nice. That's amazing. He's such a good guy. He really is so
Yeah.
supportive of all us never ends. Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for Levin Smith to subscribe to my channel.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
I
We'll
know.
see. We shall see. I don't know if he's subscribed to he's like he is a channel. He's on his channel all the time. So he probably doesn't have
Yeah.
time to watch anybody else's.
That's true. That's true.
He did watch your video with Mini Chad the very first time. I sent it to him when he was like
I was impressed with that.
when you
Yeah.
were like the Chads are multiplying and I sent it to him
Yep.
and he answered right away. He watched it right away.
Yeah, I was impressed.
So I prefaced it with like, just watch the first minute. It'll be really worth it because you're like, we're exposing the like,
It's funny.
I was waiting for you to whip out the typewriter. Here we
Oh
go.
yeah, it's coming out soon.
Denver Stevo sleeping with Stevo after the after show after the after show on
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Cool.
After the pre-show, after the after show, after the after show of the after show on Monday. So yeah, Monday around 11 o'clock. Yep.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Cool.
To sleep or not to sleep? Yep.
Very good.
Do you have a crochet pattern for BTs that you can share? Okay, so if you go, if you have Facebook, you know what? I'll put it on my community. I earned a community page. I haven't used it yet, but I earned a community page. So stay tuned for that. So the answer is yes and no. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I don't have it. Oh, I was like, I don't have any yarn in here. I have. Look at all the yarn. Hold on a second.
It's all nicely organized.
I don't have any yarn in here. Okay. This is what I did. So I did a volcano and I did a little body catcher, not body catcher, a soul catcher at the top. And this is how I did the body thing. And so my pattern is you just take a piece of yarn and you just make a knot. And so it looks like a sperm. And I just cut it and I hung it from the soul catcher. So that is about the extent of BTs that I've made. And if you watch the episode, the Scientology episode, I think it's called like Trapped in the Closet of South Park. That's what they look like. They're just little squiggly little polywogs. And so that's what my body thetans are, just like little knots of string hanging from. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. But there's lots of concepts and ideas of what body thetans look like.
It's cool.
From a poet. Marilyn not having yarn around is like me not having pen and paper handy. Yeah, see, I usually have yarn right in front of me, and I literally like kind of squirrel it like right in front of me and kind of push it back because my dog loves yarn. He's like a cat. He thinks he's a kitty cat, so he'll like. He's only a little Pomeranian, a puppy, but he has really long legs. He's like a throwback pom, so he will reach. He'll just jump to get my yarn. So I don't let him in here as much because I got way too many wires, and he ate my cheat sheets the other night. I did find I think I kept one of them. I did find one of my cheat sheets half eaten the other day. It's too funny. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, sorry. We always go off on tangents, don't we? Oh,
Yeah,
look who's here. Hello. Hello,
this is
lovelies. Hi,
Jay.
lovelies.
Welcome.
Hi, Mrs. J. We love you, Mrs. J. It was
Yep.
great hanging out with you the other night.
Yeah, it was.
Squirrel it. See what you did. Yeah, I'm sort of like hoarding like my, like hoarding acorns or something. I'm like hoarding putting it in a little pile in front of me. Keep it away from the dog.
It's cool.
Terry Ray, I think we're talking about sleeping with Denver. I'll be there.
Yep.
Everyone saying hi to Mrs. J.
Very
What
good.
on earth? I'm just clicking on
Hey,
stuff.
Simon.
Sorry, Simon. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but that just looked interesting. What on earth?
Let's see what else.
The pen is mightier than the sword. It sure is. Keep
Yep,
writing. Keep writing.
definitely.
Yes. So, anyone else have any questions? So, we're on two. Are we on 2 hours already? Whoa. Time
Wow.
flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
No. Yeah. So, if anybody has any questions or more comments, we're going to. Oh, sorry. That was Star too. Hi. Yeah. Yeah.
Have a good lunch, poet.
Have a nice lunch. What are you having today? Pizza? What are you having?
He's probably having a calzone.
Cool, calzone. Yeah, it's like an inside out pizza. Did you find did you find another place to get calzones after they shut you
I
off?
did, and I was gonna do a video eating it, but I kind of got hungry, and I was driving, and I had to go to my other house, and I had to eat it on the way, so couldn't do a video
Oh,
on
you
it.
have another house? Another
Well, I
undisclosed
have a house that I rent out, but yeah,
secret undisclosed location?
yeah, yeah. We
Go to
definitely
your
won't say
safe
the
house.
location, but I'm
Yeah,
sure anyone can Google it in 2 seconds. But
yeah, my daughter told me that there's a place we go there a lot for just pizza, but and they have it by the slice. They always have it like all different pizzas out, so you can have like any kind you want, like whatever's out there. And I didn't know that they did calzones, and she told me that they're literally like a small pizza size. Folded in half. So she goes there sometimes with her husband and gets a calzone and they split it because it's giant. It's like bigger than your head.
yeah,
So I'm like, I gotta try that.
that's pretty good.
Go check that
I
out.
know it's my new thing, though. Yeah.
Your new thing.
Let's see. Oh, here he's eating here.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. We'll go back to the other one. So Poe is
Yeah,
eating
I'll just
a bacon cheese. Oh, this sounds good. Bacon cheeseburger with sauteed mushrooms and onions. The ladies at the store hooked me up. Yeah, I guess so.
the ladies at the store. Awesome.
Nice.
Love it. That sounds really good.
That's
You're
cool.
making me hungry. Oh, it was just something about
Sorry, I
dictators.
cut
Oh
off
no,
your other one. Sorry
I
about
was
that.
no, that's all right. I'm having fun talking about cheeseburgers. Um,
Yeah.
Dictators ban satire more often than weapons. Yeah, well, you
Wow.
see that example in you know dictator type countries, of course, North Korea, even communist countries like China and Russia. They keep a tight lid on freedom of speech. And it's
Yeah.
just so damn fun too to make fun of things because it just makes you feel like light. I don't know. It just lightens things up because life can be these subjects can be really really heavy. So
Yeah.
and it should people should be able to um, humor is a good. It's funny, but it's also a good way to express the fact that so many of these things are just so ridiculous, and to be able to highlight the absurdities of these cults and other things. Um,
I agree.
someone said, "Where is it?"
Oh, I think I see a good one too.
Another house. Clearwater Chad is everywhere. He is. He's
Right.
everywhere. All right, go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, I'll put this one up too. This one's good. Uh, Blah Lame says SPTV 365 24/7. There's nothing DM could do about it to stop it. I agree. We're
You
getting
know,
stronger every day.
that is a really good point. I mean, we don't really have a set schedule at all. We don't have not that we don't really have it. We really don't. The only time that we know we're going to be on is pretty much Mondays. That's pretty much set for now. But that would be cool to just have like a running because it's all over the
Yeah.
world. So if people make channels in like Australia when we're sleeping, they could be on. We could have a 24-hour, SPTV network. That would be amazing.
And
That
I
would be
know a few
amazing.
weeks ago, Mark Kelly, he was kind of half joking about it, but we do need, he was saying about like a cooking channel and a gardening channel. Now we got to get those going. We need all the channels. And,
Totally.
you know,
Total network.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I
So,
got to get to some crafts too, but I just have so much to say about cults.
and your sons could do the music part of it, for like their own channel, just do like a streaming, you know, just a loop
Yeah,
of all their
I
stuff.
I talked to them yesterday and they said they're definitely going to
Yeah.
try to carve out some time for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
my one
Chad will
son.
support that 100%.
Yeah, yeah, they made a little ditty for Chad, so I won't give it away, but yeah, so they want to clean it up, and
Yeah.
Steve-O would understand about the editing process and the be able to
Yeah,
produce
it takes
something.
time.
So, yep.
I'm glad Steve-O does that
Great
stuff
idea.
because I don't have the patience for that. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like, part of my reason why I didn't start the channel earlier is because I was like, I was like just getting like a perfectionist, like, oh, well, I don't want to I want to know everything there is to know. And there's just not enough time.
It's
So I was
never,
like,
yeah.
I'm just going
Yep.
to throw it out there. I'm going to do like Chad, like just going to, okay, guys, here I am. We're doing this. We're doing it.
That's that's exactly how I started my channel back in the day when Levin Smith came up with the thing for anyone to come up with Clearwater Chad. Well, I didn't have nothing going
Mhm.
on, so I went out and just shot a video, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mrs. J says we need
So,
24/7, 100%. Yeah, we agree.
yeah. This has looked interesting. Sophia, Germany has a long tradition of having politicians in the room during a political carnival to listen to political satire about them. I like that. It's like a roast. It's
Wow,
like a roast, right? They call that a roast.
that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
We just kind of roast each other, don't we? Steve, like about the calzones and the stuff with Steve.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
we do.
I make great toast.
Great
Okay.
toast.
Cooking.
Yeah. I was trying to put
Yep.
up this other one from her. Oh, it's the same one? No, this one.
Oh, there.
Not good at this.
Oh, help with the cooking channel. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. No pressure, but
Let's
yeah,
do it.
I
Oh,
do want to see a cooking channel and a gardening channel on here.
sorry about that. I didn't realize my ringer was on. Ooh.
Is Chad's name really Chad? I think we'll leave that a mystery.
Yes. Yes.
I think we would
Such
lose
a
something if, yeah, yeah,
yes. Definitely little Chad's name is Chad.
definitely.
Don, I crack eggs really cool. Yeah, you know what? One of my only talents is I can crack eggs with one hand. One hand. Is
Wow,
that what you mean?
that's
Yeah,
cool.
talent.
Hey,
I
just
should have
even
done
if you put
that.
up one video,
I'm just saying chatathon is like we show our talents, right? We got to do that next
yeah.
time.
Hey, next time, yeah. Um, I already
We
forgot what I was
didn't
gonna
have a
say.
lot of time. We really didn't have the first chatathon. We were just kind of sitting there, just like, you know.
Yeah.
But like Juliana, she could have brought out her Rubik's cube. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Steve-O with the kazoo, like, we just didn't have time. It really kept moving, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's funny because like when my channel started, there was no comments like this, so I could do painting in real time. But now you have to watch the comments; you can't just ignore. So it's fun. It's still fun, but you know, half the fun is growing too. So
Yeah, totally. Trying new things and yeah,
yep,
chat is a state of mind. Yep. We're all
that's
chatting.
true.
We are
Yep.
chatting here. Yeah. We're all just, putting it out there and seeing what happens. Um
I'm gonna put up this one
oh,
if it's
oh,
okay here.
yeah, go ahead. I was the same one.
Um.
I was the same one. I double tapped it
Oh,
on you.
cool. No, because I don't know what you think
Great
about this, but
minds.
I think just naturally when like say the aftermath needs more, then we'll do it naturally, and we'll just do it probably with little notice. Hey, let's do this, and we'll organize it a
Yeah.
little bit, but
Uh,
maybe not
right.
to
I
the
was thinking
extent
that
of the
too.
last one.
It was a lot of
Yeah,
work and it was totally worth
yeah,
it. I'm glad we did it.
yep.
Yeah, I think maybe a little more like just more
If
casual.
it's
But
needed, yeah,
yeah, but because yeah, like even for the aftermath, we could do that. Yeah, I think that like the first one was very like just kind of we're here. But yeah, the one for Mike, it was definitely worth doing. It was kind of necessary to make it a little more structured because we had so many people that wanted to jump in and show Mike love and support. So I think it worked out really well. But if we had to do that every month, we wouldn't be able to do anything else as far as
no,
the all
yeah,
the
it was too,
legwork.
yeah,
It was a
yep,
lot of work. Yeah, but it was so worth it.
yeah, definitely was a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Let's see. No, those birds are outside your window?
Yeah,
Wow. Do you
yeah, there's
feed
always a
them?
lot of birds out here. No,
Do you feed? No, they just
no, yep,
oh,
a lot of birds.
Mrs. J. I am the music channel. Yeah, your channel is
Oh,
awesome.
okay. Yeah,
You're
that's good.
so
I forgot about that.
you you are so talented, Mrs. J, with all your graphics and animations and amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Yep.
Even if just so we could say it, if somebody does makes a channel and does one video about gardening and one video about cooking, at least then we could
Yep.
keep it
Steve-O,
growing.
the production value of chatathons will continue to improve as we get better every time.
Yep, true.
Yeah, we're learning well, I'm not. I'm not learning anything as far as like all but you look at even the screen right now, that's all Juliana, the
Oh
logo
yeah,
and the team mic and yeah, it's awesome.
she did every
And
single
the
bit of the
thumbnails.
graphics on my channel. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
yep.
and Steve-O knows all that stuff. I just know how to talk, I guess. Well, maybe not even that. I don't know. I'm just kind of here. I'm here for the
No,
the coffee
you're great
and
at the lives.
the coffee and the company.
It's hard to do everything for a channel. It's great to have people to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, finally sorted my logo. Yeah, I love all your stuff, Mrs. J.
me too.
Okay, here we go. Truth be told, Steve-O, Chad and I are just the eye candy. Yeah, uh, yeah, we talked about that with Mark the other night. He said, "See with him and Claire. Claire just runs around. She's just like busy. She's like the busy beaver, getting everything set up." And he just kind of plops in the chair and he's like, I'm ready. And then he's like, oh, he's got to adjust his shirt. He's like, oh, no, I'm really ready. And she's like, really? Really? So
That's true.
you guys just find your cleanest dirty shirt, like cleanest
Yeah,
dirty Hawaiian shirt,
pretty
pop it on.
much. No, but you guys really do. I know it's just,
It's easier.
but you guys really do. For the details, which the guys don't.
Yeah, eye candy. No, you guys are great. You guys,
Everyone does their part,
people
I
come
think.
to see you. Yeah, no, you guys are awesome. And hey, it's the chatathon. It's the chatathon. There it is. Did I saw a comment earlier? Maybe you already addressed it, where Steve-O said that he was gonna have the video up tonight. I might
Yeah,
have been out.
I don't
Okay.
know if I addressed it or not, but I seen it too. That's good.
Okay.
I
Yep.
think it was the chat was busy earlier. Yeah.
Steve-O, if we missed it, yeah, I think I left the room.
We got into deep talking about the Jonestown when you left the room actually, so we kind of missed that one.
Well, thank you, Daniel. Your $20 is in the mail. So there, guys, Daniel said it. Oh Lord,
Nice.
here we go. Here we go. You could just message us later. We're having this. This is how like our day goes, right? Just all the back and forth with Steve-O. I have a new 100% cotton Hawaiian shirt. Okay, you have to do like a commercial. I feel like I'm not doing it justice. Denver Steve-O has a new 100, like he's on the runway. Here's Denver
Nice.
Steve-O with a 100% cotton Hawaiian shirt based on Mark's recommendation. Oh, wow. Which one? Oh, Mark with a K. Yes.
Yep.
Mark Fisher is the Hawaiian shirt expert of SPTV. Yep. You guys
Yeah.
could have a little fashion show.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was cool.
Steve.
How we yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and we caught flack. Me and Juliana was like, "Ooh," Poe was like, "Where are your Hawaiian shirts?" I'm like, "I don't own anything Hawaiian. The only thing I have is a shower curtain that looks Hawaiian. That's it."
Mm,
You're wearing that, and
that's
I don't know how to
funny.
sew it. I'm not no what is it on Sound of Music where they take the drapes down. She takes down the drapes, Julie Andrews, and sews like these outfits out of the drapes. Like
Yeah,
that ain't me. That is not me.
it's funny.
Yes, video up tonight. Tonight.
Nice.
Hey, Lolly. Props to you lot. I feel like I need to read it like that. Props to you lot for seeing this SPTV phenomenon. Was really taking off in the beginning and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. I mean, what did Mark say? He's only been a few months. It's only been a couple months. It's only been
Yeah.
maybe 4 months. Yeah. Because I started really watching around Valentine's Day because that's when I sent in. Uh, okay. Yeah. Him. I just got to be careful because his head falls off as I dropped him. But he still
Wow.
bobbles. He does still bobble. But yeah, it was around Valentine's Day. But that it still wasn't. It wasn't really named SPTV yet. I'd be interested to know the date of the birth of SPTV, and it came out of the chat. Somebody had
Yep.
the idea. Do we know if Mike has had a chance to watch the video yet? The only way he could have is if he snuck on one of our channels and saw it. And the long, basically one of the viewings. So that was like the bootleg version. But Steve was making a nice compilation. He did have to add a couple things. He wanted to edit a few things because he's a perfectionist and he wants to give a nice finished product. Plus, he has the long form versions of all of the videos that people sent in. He was going to do them, put them together back to back so that Mike can see all of them because some of them had some personal things that maybe people didn't want everybody to know, but were addressed to Mike, and maybe some personal information that they don't want to share with everyone, like their location, their name, or whatever, or things about themselves. So, hope that answers the question. Oh, and then she said, "Oh, okay, so maybe he already answered." Oh, never mind. Somebody might have already answered it.
That's great.
Mark's been doing lives for 4-ish months. It feels like longer because we do stuff daily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does
Just
feel like
keeps
longer.
coming.
Yeah,
Keeps
I remember it was
coming.
just Aaron too. Yep,
Yep. Here we
wasn't
go.
that long ago.
Came to be the first week in March. I believe it because, like I said, I really started paying attention in February, and I think it was Valentine's Day when they first showed my thing. I had just sent it in, so that's when I really started to Oh, you answered my question. Okay,
Wow.
thank you, Angela. Both SPT. Oh, Brett. Thank you, Brett. Both SPTV and SPTV Never Ends are such brilliant names. This community is just beyond creative. We're all, yeah, it's like a whole
Yep.
collective, you know? It's awesome.
Everyone adds something. Yep.
Yep. Everybody brings something to the table. It's great. All right. I'm probably going to have to wind down because we've been on an hour and 20 minutes. So an hour and a half is probably good for me. You can stay on if you want, Chad. If you're still on in another hour, I'll pop back.
No,
Just
I'm gonna
kidding.
call it too because I am
Okay.
tired. It's always hard because there's still comments, but we'll regroup and if Steve was up for it, we'll do it. We'll stream with Marilyn, me, and
Yeah.
Denver Steve-O in the future.
Um, so can I read this one?
Of course.
Gene Bloomfield, because I really can really relate to this. I have a black thumb in gardening department. My brain is messed up with cooking thing. Yeah, I love to cook. I really haven't owned a plant at all until this past year. There's this new shop that opened in the next town because I don't really have any shops in my town. It's only 700 people, so we have one store. It's called the plant connector, and you walk in and they hand you this like little card with all these numbers on it, and they basically hold your hand. It's this beautiful botanical place, and it's just got all kinds of plants, and they have numbers on it. And so of course, I went towards the numbers, so the ones that were the easiest to take care of. But I don't know, I don't remember all of my plants, but hold on, I'm gonna open my curtain.
Uh,
Everybody see?
nice.
If you tune into at night, then I have the curtains open with the little lights on them. But yeah, so I knock on wood or knock on whatever this is. I haven't killed the plant yet, so it is possible. There's hope. There's hope.
Nice.
I love
And
a good live. Love a good live. Yeah, let's
all
do
right,
it.
cool,
Let's do
cool.
another live cult live. What did you say he knew a lot about Jonestown?
He knows a lot, even more than I do about Jonestown.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, maybe we
so
could
it's
even do a
cool.
pre-recorded or something. I'll see. But then you have to edit it.
Yeah,
Well, I don't. I pre-record mine. I don't edit them at all.
I don't edit anything.
I
I've
just make
never
them
edited a
short.
video.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just make them short. All right. Yeah, this was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
One store and four cults in your town. You know, the plant cult.
Wow,
Yeah, that's the next town. Yeah, well, some
that's
cults
crazy.
are good. Plant cults are good as long as I don't know get too crazy. Yep. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna sign off.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this
same
is I
here.
hate to go. I hate to leave you, but I
I
really
know.
must
Yeah,
say
there is a lot. Yeah,
this is
we'll
so
we'll,
much
we'll be back,
fun.
and someone else will be
Yep.
coming on, and
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of a good slot because um like Aaron doesn't usually start his lives till early to mid afternoon. So if you like this time of day, until we've got other, you know, day things to do, um, maybe in the next month, but in the next few weeks, what do you think, Chad? We could do some 11 o'clock lives, and then I
yeah,
know
I'm free the next couple
Steve O's
weeks. Yeah,
more, yeah, late night with Steve O.
and that's fine. We could do the
Yeah,
one with him. We could do late night. For
yeah,
me, the slot works out because I don't like to do them later because if I leave the house and then something comes up, like 11 is perfect. Now I can go do my
right,
things and then.
right. That's what. Yeah. I just things earlier and then later. Yeah, this worked good. So how does this work out for everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if you like this 11 o'clock Eastern Clearwater time for some lives. I know some people are at
Yeah.
work, some people might be sleeping, but yeah, so it might be cool. So we just kind of pop up all different times, right?
Oh, they're all, yeah, 3
This is
1 so
Jay,
far.
this is Kim, Patrick. Okay. Put a
Yeah, because we
2
had a
if
lot of people. Yep. Two,
yeah.
so Willie Weed, not so much.
Not
It's
good for
fine.
you.
I wonder what
Sophia
time he
says it's
likes, though.
nice. Willie Wee, what time? Do you like the late nights, Willie Wee? Willie? You're usually on at night, so we'll have something
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Something for everyone. Yep.
And there's always the replays. Yep.
Yeah. And you can always email us with suggestions. Um, coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com. What's your
Yep.
email?
Oh, my
Chad, you
email.
have your
Yeah,
you have it.
Chad
You
Clearwater 08
okay.
at gmail.com. It's a
Chad
hard one, yeah,
Clearwater.
because
Oh wait,
Clearwater Chad was
Gmail.
taken.
Do you have it on your on your
Yep, it's
description of your
public.
channel?
Yeah.
About okay.
Yep.
On your about page, yep.
Yeah.
Hey, bye, Miss Kim. Thank you for joining us. You guys are awesome. This is
Thank you.
great. We had like consistently anywhere between 30 and 60 people on. I remember one
Yep.
point we had about 50
Yeah, there was a
something.
lot of
So
people. So in general terms,
yeah,
it was a good hour to go
yeah,
on, and there was a lot of new people, in my opinion. That you know, well, I guess they're
yeah.
not new anymore, so that's great.
And we're thankful for everyone that listens to our spiel. Thank you guys for helping or for hanging out with us today. You guys probably still need rest. Yeah, and thus I can't really talk very straight.
It definitely messes you up for a
So
couple days,
yeah, it's like the time
which is
change
fine.
or something. Yeah,
Because
it's
the
kind of
first day,
like
like we said, we talked about it off air. You can't really fall asleep for the whole day after. You get 2 hours here and you're back up, and you know, it was
yeah, it's
worth
like
it.
having jet lag or something. Yeah. Okay. There's a question that I didn't see. Let's see. I keep going up,
Sure, we
going
missed
up,
a
going up,
lot.
going up, going up, going up. Okay. Can you put it again? I think that was from Dawn. Marilyn, rest of my
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Put it again, Don, if you
Sorry, we
could.
don't
Sorry
have
about that.
Juliana. Yeah, Juliana had to go. So
Yeah,
oh
we'll give
wait.
her a minute.
Oh, here it is. Do you know what Pablo I won in the chat? I thought I wasn't voting when I won. I have no idea. Juliana was the keeper of the winners. I don't remember. Um, if you emailed her, I wasn't voting. Well, if you weren't voting, you probably didn't win. If you didn't put your name in the chat, I don't know. Oh, I think you said you didn't want it or something. I'm not sure. You'll have to talk to
That's what I
Juliana about that.
understood too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah,
Yeah, you said I wasn't voting, so she picked somebody else. Sorry about that.
yeah.
I don't remember. It's a blur. It's a blur.
Yep.
It's a blur. Um. Okay, guys, I've got my phone's blowing up. I got to go see everybody if they have their vehicles and their titles and check on my
That's
doggy.
fun.
But this was really fun. We did talk about Jamestown some, but there's just so
Yeah,
much. There's so much,
we'll
and
get more with Denver next time. If we, it'll be a late night probably with Denver, but yeah, that's still
yeah,
fine.
more of Denver. Okay,
Yep. All
awesome,
right.
guys. All right, I'm gonna stay on with you for a minute, Chad.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so
Okay,
at broadcast.
bye, everybody.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye bye.